Hello, everyone. Welcome to D&D with Shitlords. This is Ixalan campaign. Schoolboy can't be with us right now. We might see him later. Something. I see him online. So instead of doing Ravenloft, we're going to be doing the Ixalan campaign. So without further ado, take it away, Eeyore.
Well, when we last left our party of intrepid heroes, they had just survived their first night, and Glenn decided to sleep, much to his own pain. Defeating a raptor, they looked upon a scene that eerily reminds the players themselves of a 1993 classic.
I don't have a melodica, so I can't do the.
Like I said, my favorite version's the slide whistle.
No.
Chiron, with another swift look at the map, you realize that you're within a day's journey of the closest village.
Well, then I guess it makes sense to sort of head that direction and see what we can find.
Any dissenters?
Let's first hack up this thing so that we have the meat.
Oh, we already did that, didn't we?
Well, remember we also took down the really big one.
Yeah,
with the 3 raptors.
Oh, the big one is the one I hacked up and got the ivory crest.
I thought that was the really big one that was taken down by the raptors and not the one that we just took down.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah, the larger herbivore was earlier. The one you took out right at the end of the party was about the same size as all of you.
Okay.
We haven't hacked that one up yet, so let's hack it up, throw it on the cart.
Who's got the highest survival? I've got 7.
I think it was you, yeah.
Okay.
I've got 0.
So the survival
using, Shady?
The tool I'm using, probably my short sword, which is something I'm familiar with.
Yep. It's just a survival check, nothing special.
18 plus 7.
You expertly managed to carve it up, managing to even extract the claws and whatnot that you assume can make okay fletching for arrows. So plus 12 raptor claws, plus 6 feathers, and you gain enough for another day's rations apiece.
Nice.
So 5 days rations total.
I'll distribute the rations between the party. So each gets 1, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Claws. How many feathers?
6.
6. They're not exactly like bird feathers. They're rather stiff and underdeveloped as far as feathers are concerned, but they definitely make good fletchings.
Okay. Anybody here use a bow?
Nah.
Nope, sorry.
Not useful to me.
Well, I mean, I can use a bow, but I don't have one.
I'll just
Much
hold
more
on to
efficient
them
just
now.
stabbing.
I was noticing on the stream that I was coming in a little bit buzzy. Is that fix it?
Tiny bit buzz still, but not terrible.
Okay. All right. I hope that'll fix itself in time. I don't want to go trialing on the stream right now.
All right. So I got that written down. Add to my ration here. 19.
Mm-hmm.
I assume the raptor claws and feathers are too light to count.
Altogether, their weight is not really nothing.
Okay.
Negligible.
Like, you could carry thousands of these claws, and they Like 1,000 claws would be probably 10 pounds.
Okay.
And the feathers, they're feathers. Come on.
Could the claws make darts? Or throwing daggers?
Give
Are
me
we
a
talking like-
nature check.
We're talking like Grant in Jurassic Park again, when he pulled out the raptor claw and put it between his knuckles and had like a punch dagger.
God damn it. So nature check 4.
You have very little idea of how to craft the claws beyond anything short of sticking them on the end of a stick.
Wait, didn't you say that you have a nature skill of 7?
No, survival.
Oh, survival. Okay. Never mind.
We all
My
getting in the car and moving on?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
can
I'm
move
good.
on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hold on to them. Maybe
Fair.
somebody.
Mhm.
God, you're creeping me out, Quiz.
I know. Staring into the.
You proceed through the plains, avoiding these house-sized creatures that are moving across, because a single step would probably kill your mule and probably damage your cart beyond repair. And after a couple of hours, you come across a stream with a large sort of tree providing shade. In the shade, you find a cloaked figure sort of kneel down.
Okay.
I just sort
Should
of
we
look.
check him or
and
steer
nod.
around him?
Is there any raptors around, or those beasts?
Other than ones that, based on the fact that they're more focused on leaving you alone than attacking you, you figure that anything nearby is not hurt you unless provoked.
Go on, you plucky runt. I'll be right behind you. I've got plenty of juice to go for the day.
So, anybody
I'll
need
tell
their
the
water
cart to
skins filled?
stop. Someone hold these. Passing my reins to whoever reaches out.
I'll grab them. Or Ice, will you say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say Alex will grab them.
Okay.
She likes the donkey.
Okay.
I'll tag along with-
Glenn will hop out and tag along too.
Okay.
I trundle up with my spear in hand. When I get close to the thing, I poke it with the butt of the spear. You alive?
As you come within about 10 feet of it, actually, it looks up and, asks, leave me alone.
I turn around immediately and just start walking back.
Well, if you want to stay here, fuck it. Head back to the cart.
Glenn will stay a second and check, just kind of like as they're turning around, just kind of slyly as he's turning around, check it. Does he have any pockets or pouches?
There is a small sack sitting beside him, but it doesn't look like it's really full of much of anything.
Never mind. Right.
Then again, you'd argue it's about the same size and shape of the satchel that you've been looking for ever since you've come here.
Does it look similar? Yeah, I would know since it would be my, bag.
It's made of the same material, but from 10 feet away, you're unable to discern whether or not it's exactly the same one.
He's gonna look at it. Oi! Is that my bag?
What are you talking about?
The bag you got there.
I stop
This
and
is
just turn and look.
My bag is missing.
This
Did you
isn't-
take it? You cheeky bastard.
I would advise that you leave me alone. Wisdom saving throw, Glenn.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Oh, geez. That would be a 23.
You feel an odd feeling in your head, but you're easily able to shake it off.
You can't trick a trickster.
He glares at you angrily before, beginning to actually move, about to stand up.
I throw a dart at his feet, intimidate him. Don't make a move. Make your next move carefully.
Intimidation check with disadvantage. With advantage.
Okay. Intimidation. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's a 7.
Looky here, mate. We're all friends here, right? Charm person.
You're going to attempt charm person on him?
Yep. That's a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw back is 16.
It's not effective. And he knows I tried to charm him.
Yeah, he scowls at you both before he instantly just becomes a blur.
Oh dear.
I run up and grab my dart.
He's moving way too fast. Glenn, take 10 damage. Roll for initiative.
Wait, how did I take 10 damage?
He dash attacked you.
What did he roll to attack? He has to beat my AC.
He rolled a 19 on the die.
All right.
11 for initiative.
Also 11. What's your plus?
Oh, my plus is 3.
My plus is 3. Why do we keep on doing roll-ups?
I've got 11 plus 3. So. Oh, yeah, the last one was without the plus 3. I forgot.
Oh, the last one was without the plus 3, so you had a 14.
Yeah.
Never mind, we don't do a roll-off then.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Your plus 3 beats its plus 2. Okay. The rest of the initiatives, please.
19.
18 for Chiron.
17 for Glenn.
Okay. Alex, you go first. Chiron, you're on deck. Alex, you see from the cart that this hooded figure just dashed right towards your cleric and stabbed into his shoulder quite deep with a blade of some sort.
Okay. Let's see. What is it called? I grab my wand and I am using it to create a torn whip.
Gonna thorn whip him?
Yep.
Okay, I believe that's a roll to hit, if I remember right.
Okay. Do I use my spell for that, or?
You use your spell attack bonus.
Okay. That is 21.
That is a hit.
And then it's a D6. That is 4 damage. And what I see here is that He will be pulled 10 feet to me.
Yep. You summon your whip forward, and it manages to wrap around him, perforating him in a few places with its thorns, before you slowly begin to drag it towards you.
Okay. Well, that will be my my turn.
Mm-hmm. Kaiwan?
Yes. So, how far away are we?
Your distance to target is about 20 feet now.
All right. I will take this opportunity to conjure a healing elixir, because it looks like we're about to need it.
That's your turn?
So, that's my turn.
Very well. After Chiron is Glenn.
Okay, Glenn will summon a spiritual weapon right behind him. It takes the shape of a gigantic paddle.
You're gonna paddle him!
And then he's going to level his hand and sit there and go, I tried to do this the nice way.
Oh God!
I'm going to shoot him with a guiding bolt. That would be a 18 to hit.
Come on, stop rolling good to your hit. Roll damage.
Okay, hold on. I'm using a second level spell slot for that too.
By all means.
That's 5d6.
Yeah. And should give everything else.
Ooh, that's not bad. Okay, so 10 and 12, 22, 23 damage from the guiding bolt.
Okay.
Everyone else has advantage all the way until my next turn on the attack roll. And spiritual weapon takes a strike at him. Takes a swat with the paddle. Oh, crap. Natural one.
Aw.
Wait, does it get advantage?
Yes, it does. Good point. Because I already shot him with the guiding bolt. Ooh, okay. That would be a 22 to hit with the spiritual weapon.
Roll your d8.
D8 plus 4.
Yes.
9 damage from the paddle.
Swats him on the butt.
You first put a bolt right through his lower torso, and then you paddle his ass quite hard.
I told him I tried to do it the nice way.
That's
Yes.
This is good.
Shady.
All right, I'm going to use my action to activate Radiant Soul.
Okay.
Use my movement to raise myself above the ground, and my bonus to let out in a booming voice, stand down, all of you. This is clearly a misunderstanding. This may have been a misunderstanding. There's
What
no
are
need
you
for
using
violence.
precisely? Oh, you're just
Radiant
talking?
Soul. Yeah, at the top of my voice.
Okay.
To everybody, really. But
He
using Radiant Soul for intimidation.
He looks up at you, and you can see much of his face now that he's looking directly into the sun, and it is deathly pale. And as soon as he catches a glimpse of the sun in his eye, he looks away with a bit of a ah.
Oh, okay.
That's your turn, Shady?
Yeah, I take it nobody heard me, though?
Yeah. If anyone wishes to react, other than Buddy, who's already reacted.
Now that you said that his face is deadly pale, Alex has a reaction like, I've seen someone like you before, but she doesn't really react to Weimar. that much.
Glenn will hold his hands like this and just go.
Okay, if you're done, it's Sanguine's turn.
Now, perhaps you haven't heard. You don't fuck with Grimm's caravan. Walk up,
We're totally the ones that fucked with him, though.
clear out, and stab a stab.
Stabbing?
Yep.
Roll damage. I mean, roll to hit.
So, because I have advantage currently, first one would have been a 15. Second one is a nat 20.
Oh no.
You're welcome, Sanguine.
Thank you very much. Oh, God!
Max
And I
damage?
do max damage.
Are we killing him, really?
How much?
Okay, what are you
Please
attacking again?
Grim,
That will
please
be-
don't stab him through the heart.
19 damage.
Ooh.
Please stab him in the leg.
Grievous wound onto his front. He kneels down, in a sort of scream/grunt before trying to come up, bringing out the sword and just taking a slash back at you. Damn it. Attack bonus. 10.
Nope.
Okay. In slashing, the hood of his cloak comes off, and the moment that the light touches his skin, it just is set ablaze. Like within seconds, his entire body just burns to ash. End of initiative.
That's fucking new.
Not to
You don't
me.
have vampires where you come from.
Well, normally when I stab something, it doesn't burst into flames.
No.
Yes, I realize it's a vampire, but still, stabbing something and it bursting into flames is new.
I
Can
lower
I-
Wasn't the
myself.
stab-
Can I roll a history check on that sort of thing?
Yeah, if anyone else wants to, go right ahead.
All right.
Never mind. I was going to recount
18.
a tale, but I rolled a 5.
21.
15.
Okay.
I don't have bardic knowledge, so.
Anyone with a rollback of 12 or higher, you've heard tales similar, and you know that this is a person of vampiric origin.
I dropped down and let out a deep sigh. I guess it's okay. We killed him after all.
Oh no, I just wanted him to stop attacking.
Glenn is actually really quite injured at this point. He's going to walk over to the corpse and just sit there and go, oh, no, sorry, over to the bag. And just there and go, all right. And cure wounds on himself. That's a D8. Okay.
Who else got stabbed?
I don't think anybody else got stabbed.
Yeah, just
He
me.
tried stabbing me, didn't work.
Is my radiant soul still active?
That's for a minute.
Okay.
Yep. Radiant Soul lasts a minute.
So I
And I'm
fly
gonna-
over to where my dart is, and I just sort of gently land and pick it up.
While I was stumbling
you
over
can
and
fly?
Yeah.
while I was stumbling over and curing myself, I'm going to grab his bag and just open it up.
You realize that it is full of mostly mundane objects, as well as a few vials filled with what you can quickly discern as blood.
I'm just going to
It is
Jingle
in
it around
your
a little
bag. At the bottom, you find 20 silver pieces, though.
Ooh, all right. Yoink.
So
Oh.
I walk over to Glenn. Anything good?
No, not really. Bit of blood.
Pretty much all evil then.
Quick question: is there anything that I can do alchemically with blood?
Well, there are lots of things you can do with blood, but most of them are more magical than alchemical.
After secreting away the money first, I'm going to turn the bag's contents over and just dump them out into the dirt.
Okay. After picking up my dagger, I turn my hoods down and there's light pouring out of my eyes and my mouth, and I say, "Anybody know what that was about?"
You look like you just got hit by one of my spells. That's kind of cool, but at the same time, I think I'm a little. I think we should have that little chat that we were talking about before.
I quickly turn it off.
Vials, by the way.
Okay.
The vials were smashed, unfortunately.
When he
They
dumped
broke
them
when
out,
they
he
hit the
smashed
rock.
them? God damn it.
No, when they hit the ground, they broke.
Before I got here, I met one of his kind, and he pleaded for my help.
Nothing good can be done from that blood anyway.
No, but the glass could be used.
People are ignoring Ices.
Do you want to pick up the glass shards, or do you want to listen to Icy?
I wanted the vial so I could use them for potion. I look up at the...
Alex just turned to the donkey. Never mind them.
What was that about meeting one of them?
Before I got here, I met someone like him who burned in the sun.
Fantastic.
And he asked my help. Well, more like he pleaded for my help. And then I got transported here somehow.
No part.
Well, if this one would have asked for help rather than trying to stab one of us, I would have been more than happy to have a chat with him.
I look at Glenn with a little bit of guilt in my eyes. It's like, we kind of did that.
Look here, son. I think Junior. Boyle. Ain't nothing wrong with killing a beastie if he turns out to be a beastie. I gave him plenty of chances to come clean and help us out, and he did nothing but decide that attacking us would be a better option. You defended yourself. You did good, Boyle, and I just clap him on the shoulder.
I look up a little more confident after that. And I clap on his shoulder too, just wondering what the heck this means.
Do you have a high strength?
Oh, I have a 14 strength.
Oh, okay. It's a comparable strength. All right.
Chiron, what's your intelligence score?
18.
You can discern that based on the length of time it's taken for you to fight this guy, that it's going to take at least the rest of the day to this village now.
Mm. Even if we move quickly, we'll barely make the village by nightfall. Would you like to press on, or would you like to camp out here?
Can I do a survival check to see the likelihood of predators appearing near the water at night?
High. Very high.
Because I'm an outlander, so I think I might know this.
You know that these predators are most likely nocturnal, and yes, they will definitely come for a drink of water at least once every night.
Yeah, I suggest to the group we should probably move as far away from the water as possible before making camp.
I grab anything that looks like I could make a sail off of it from the corpse, throw it in my cart. Okay, let's go.
So you're gonna just pilfer the hooded cloak and his clothes.
And you said there were mundane items. I might be able to make a profit off mundane items, depending on how mundane.
It was a poisoner's kit and a herbalist kit.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking both.
Dibs on the poisoner's kit. I'm gonna dive right into it.
Poisonous jet.
You make
Here.
poison too?
What about his weapons?
I don't, but I do plan on learning. I'm a very enthusiastic learner.
Here's the poisonous jet.
His blade rests right beside this little pile of ash that he became.
Is it good steel?
It looks to be fairly well made.
So I would suggest it go to someone who would need an extra arm.
What type of weapon is it?
From what you can tell, it's a double-edged weapon that is no more than 60 centimeters long in terms of blade length. Short
A
sword.
dagger? A short sword?
Short sword.
I have proficiency, but I already have one, so...
I'll pick it up. At very least, I can sell the thing.
Yeah.
The moment your hand touches the handle, it is extremely hot. Take 2 fire damage.
Okay.
Burn your hand.
And the top. Grab the cloak. Wrap it round. Grab the
Still
sword
grab
again. Take it back to my cart.
Okay.
I expected him to curse in Dwarven for some reason.
Are you gonna oh well. Can I do a knowledge arcana on it? About why it would burn him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ten.
All you would know about swords becoming hot afterwards is if they came fresh out of the forge.
I think it's probably just hot because, it was just in the pile of his burning body.
Yeah, it was in his hand.
Why
and
don't
he
you-
burned and died.
Why don't you throw it in the water for a little bit before you do it? Put it in your cart.
That'll ruin the temper.
Okay.
But it might light your cart on fire.
That was my fault.
It's not.
I wouldn't be
lighting
quite
the-
hot enough to do that.
Why did
Is
I
the
point
sword
to the
blade-
barrel with alcohol in it and says, why not put it in that?
Well, that's almost fucking blasphemy.
Is the cloak smoking? If the cloak's not smoking, the cart's going to be fine.
You notice by looking at the blade, it's now beginning to actually glow. More like it's actually increasing in temperature rather than sustaining or dropping temperature.
Yes, I
And
think
yes,
your cart
the
is going
cloak-
to go up in smoke.
The cloak is starting to char up around where it's being grasped.
I stick the blade in the ground. I let go, pull the cloak away, stare at it for a moment.
As you pull the cloak away, the handle literally comes off, and within your hands, it's nothing but ash. And within seconds, the rest of the sword just falls to ash.
Well then.
Wait, was
That
this
was
not
useless.
fucking metal?
Arcana check?
Apparently, the sword was a vampire too.
I look up wide-eyed. That's possible?
Is it possible to do Arcana rolls without being proficient?
Yeah.
You would just have
Fantastic.
limited knowledge.
And I
about
want
it.
to try as well.
Chiron will do
21.
an Arcana check as well. 22.
Okay.
There you go. And I always make an Arcana checks with a +1. Come on.
Okay.
So, with 21 and then his 22, what do we know?
You're aware that, in all likelihood, this blade was attuned to the very soul of that creature, and whatever fate befell the creature befell the blade.
That sucks. I grab out 2 of my vials, I scoop up some of the vampire dust, I scoop up some of the sword dust.
Very
I
well.
close my vials.
2 vials of vampire dust.
That's bound to be useful making something.
You people
It's
are more
fucking-
rewarding than my fucking family was.
Fucking gross is what it is.
Hey,
And
hey,
My family
it
were
works.
merchants.
And then Glenn will hop back in the cart and say, "Onward, ho! I don't want to get stuck out here at night again."
I'll hop up into the back, sort of just chewing on a ration or something.
Mm-hmm.
My simple-minded eyes wide with disbelief at the sword turning to ash.
Right in front of you.
Chiron pulls out his alchemy supplies and goes looking through his notebook for uses of vampire dust.
I was about to do the same.
Okay. Within the book, you don't find anything specific on its usage, but based on anecdotal evidence, you believe it can be used to create a potion that increases the mental fortitude of the drinker. Gives you
So
advantage on
it's my
charm
area.
person.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay then.
I would like to try
Makes
to
you
make
temporarily an elf.
It done makes me smarter.
No, elf would be. Well, no, yeah. It's temporarily an elf. Yeah.
I would like to try to make this. And quick question, Eeyore.
Hmm.
Is it possible for an alchemist to have like a signature thing that they do with their alchemical concoctions? Because if so, all of mine are going to be in an alcohol solution.
I'll allow that to. If you want to make
As you
con
can
saves
stick
every
to my
time you
potions.
drink a potion, and in addition, you can use a set of brewer's tools if you so choose to gain proficiency. If you have proficiency in brewer's tools.
Of course, I'm a fucking dwarf. I'm a brewing alchemical dwarf. What else am I gonna do?
Okay.
So we have
alchemical
to tag Grimm's potions as get drunk, and the ones of Alex like safe. Won't get drunk.
Graham, I like
Alex,
you.
Alex, do you have a potioner's kit or something like that?
Herbalism, but that is health potions at least.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
and I have proficiency in it. So
Okay, so you guys are both going to try and work one of the vials each?
Yeah. And it's
If you
actually
let
a
me.
flask each.
Okay.
I have flasks.
Alex,
not
you're
vials.
rolling on your herbalism kit with disadvantage because it's not a herb, but you still
Oh no, I
advantage
thought it
proficiency.
was Punisher and I.
Oh,
Alex can work
Okay.
with me to make the non-alcoholic versions of the potions if she wants.
okay.
Aid
You two-
using
you-
similar.
Do I need to use medicine as my modifier then?
No, use just a straight roll plus proficiency, and you gain advantage because Chiron is assisting you, and Sanguine, it is a roll on your brewer's tools with proficiency.
Okay.
How much is the proficiency again? I forgot.
Proficiency bonus is +2 at this point.
Okay.
Dumbest thing
non-nat
to roll
20.
nat 20 on.
Well, wait, you rolled a nat 20?
Dumbest thing to roll a natural 20 on.
And I rolled a non-nat 20.
Okay. Morgan, you managed to make 4 doses of mental fortitude potion. Well, alcoholic mental fortitude potion.
Such an oxymoron.
It needs to ferment for a day, though, to actually gain the full effects because you use brewer's tools. And Alex, between you and Chiron, you're capable of making 4 doses of regular mental fortitude potion, which can be used immediately if necessary.
So, Grim, you're giving me one of these, right?
I can give them.
Oh, great. Thank you.
And I'm going to call this Drunkard's Mind Shield.
Yes.
Due to the fact that they're not fermented sanguine, you're easily able to tell that they likely will not have nearly as much an effect until they're fully fermented.
Yeah. It'll take a bit of time for them to ferment proper, but once they're done,
A good
I
man can be
supply you with
patient.
some.
A good man can be patient.
And how many did you
Until
say
then,
again?
ours
Four.
can be used.
You said 4
4
doses?
doses apiece. Yep,
Okay.
and yours are alcoholic.
Yep. Drunkard's Mind Shield.
I'm gonna turn to Grim and ask, you're a merchant, right?
Yes, I am.
Can I look through your wares? I'm still kind of rocking back and forth in shock.
Well, I've recently just sold off a good chunk. I was about to go get some more supplies for making, so I'm a bit sparse right now. What are you in the mine for?
I have a feeling I could be good with maps, and I'd like an instrument if possible.
I'm fresh out of those at the moment, but when we hit town, I'll look around and I'll get you something.
What kind of instrument?
Thank you.
Chiron asks.
Dulcimer. My mother trained me.
Trying to think, have I ever seen one of those?
Uh,
Yes, I have. He waves his hands for a moment, and then this like glowing dulcimer appears in them, and he hands it over. How's that sound?
Wait, you just conjured an object?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Conjure
I'm a conjurer.
objects.
It's what I do.
Okay.
I rolled an
look at him.
intelligence check to see if I could remember ever seeing one before, and I rolled a nat 20, so I just said, okay, here's one.
Okay.
So I look at him. He's a tiefling, so I'm sure my mother told me about him.
It's
So
not a fiddle.
Charlie Daniels reference. So I just warily take it. I'm like, is this real? Will it last?
Well, until I get bored.
Okay. So I just sort
But
of.
you can play it for now just to stay in practice.
So I'll just play for whatever length the trip will take.
Are we
And
stopping
Alex
here
is
for a
Okay.
rest, or are we going on?
Well,
Alex
we-
joins him with his violin, with her violin, because
It's way too soon for you to have a long rest. Even if you tried, you wouldn't be able to get into a restful state for that period length of time. But if you like, benefits of a short rest.
So we had 2 hours?
It took you about 2-3 hours to get to this point, and combat plus the whole brewing and everything took you another hour, plus an hour of traveling for a short rest.
quick question: the potions are divided between me and Chiron, so 2 for him and 2 for.
It's a single vial of 4 doses.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You can
I'll
decant
leave
it
it
if
with
you have the
Chiron.
spare vials.
I'll leave it with Chiron then.
Yeah, I poured.
Chiron, while...
Go on.
Go ahead.
You first.
I realized that Chiron was actually doing some of the brewing, so he didn't have time. Never mind. Go ahead with you.
Yeah, what I did was I split the Drunkard's Mind Shield between 4 flasks.
Because being a merchant, you probably have that shit around.
Yep.
Well, I have a whole alchemist supply kit. I'm sure we have spare vials.
Yeah, same here for the herbalist.
So, on we go.
All right. So we're traveling towards the town, right, on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And like I said, you gain the benefits of. Course. Want to spend hit dice? Go right on ahead.
Yeah, Glenn will spend a hit die.
Get my spell slots back. That's nice.
Arcane Recovery gets you some of them back.
I could have
And
gotten
I
some
can
benefit
turn
from a
into a
long
wolf
rest.
again twice. I could only do it once. Wolf.
Woof woof.
Do I get another bonus for unarmored movement, or is that next level?
Monks should start getting unarmored movement bonus by now.
Oh no, we get right now. I still got a plus 10 feet bonus, but at 6 it goes up to 15 feet.
Okay, after traveling about an hour, you realize that you're no longer really in the central plain area, but on a slight incline in a minor forest. It's not as thick as the one you were in before, but it's definitely forested, is the best word to describe it. And it's starting to become late in the day.
I look around, and say we should probably try to find a clearing and camp.
How much time do we have before full dark?
You estimate maybe an hour. You're not too well attuned to the day-night cycle of this, what you assume to be planet, continent, whatever, realm.
How far out are we from the place on the map?
Chiron, you estimate that it'll take at least the amount of time before nightfall plus 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, several hours away still. We won't make it before dark.
I know that doesn't really affect me much.
Nor me.
Nor me. At least I don't think so. Do I?
Well,
The only one who can't see in the dark, and this is out of character that I'm saying that, is Glyn.
Yep.
but walking
Right.
through a strange forest at night with a bunch of nocturnal predators the size of my
I suppose.
Yes, but staying in a camp with a bunch of nocturnal predators being able to surround us is also not smart.
well, fires generally will ward off most animals that aren't particularly.
We don't know, because we don't know these creatures, if I'm sure, unless you do. Maybe they get attracted by the light.
Will I have encountered any creatures that may have had similar behaviors to these animals in my travels?
You've only heard stories of similar creatures, and from every rumor you've heard, the fire is actually a fairly good deterrent for them. But this is just rumors and conjecture.
Eeyore, I have a question. With her now being able to turn into a raptor, does she have gained any knowledge on how they would behave towards fire and such?
Well then. Require a nature check with advantage.
Okay.
I ain't just gonna
Could
give
just
it to
turn
you.
into a raptor and we can start a fire and see if you have this terrible urge to run away.
Unfortunately, the raptor would still have Icy's mind.
Yeah, that doesn't work the same. 16.
You're fairly certain that from your beast form's acclimation to being able to transform into a raptor, that fire will more often than not ward off any predators that aren't explicitly hungry and starving.
Okay. Well, since my certain powers that I have can make me turn into one of these creatures now, I can say that unless they're very hungry, they would be warded off, but if they are hungry, they would come for us still.
We could set up camp, keep watch. This time I'll be on watch with Glenn.
I would vote not to have Glenn on watch.
Yeah, I'd rather not have me on watch either.
Fine, I'll just take 2 watches then.
No, I'll go on watch with you, but as long as it's not Glenn.
I'll take a
Okay.
double watch. I have a light cantrip, and I'll sort of cast it on my staff just to sort of get.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I have to go take a quick shower. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Shouldn't be
I'm
too
perfectly
You're
fine
cute.
pulling double watch. It just means that I get first and last.
Uh-huh.
Cast light cantrip on his flask.
Wait, on whose flask?
The Grimm's.
Oh.
Why do I need a shiny flask?
I look up just innocent, like, who wouldn't want a shiny flask?
Well, that might be interesting to sell, but I don't need one right now.
Oh, I say, sorry. And I sort of, can I deactivate the spell? Or
Yeah.
I forget.
At any time.
Deactivate the flask.
Well, the flask is right now lit up like a Christmas tree.
That is a very pretty skill you have there.
So if we're settling in, let's settle in already.
Okay.
Very well.
Since we are going to rest, I quickly want to turn into my direwolf form so I can scout really quickly before we start resting at all.
Okay. So you're gonna take a sort of look.
Pardon, you robotic for me?
You're gonna take a look around. How long and how thorough are you planning on being?
Say 30 minutes, sniffing around, listening, not too far from everybody else, but just enough
Okay.
so I can determine if there's anything that seems bloodthirsty around.
Give me a.
Say that they are setting up camp while I'm looking around. That's what I'm doing.
Give me a wisdom check with advantage and proficiency.
Okay. Nat 20?
The only thing you find in the local area is a corpse of a large dinosaur. Creature. Like, it's not like one of these raptors that you've run into. It's much larger and beefier. And upon closer inspection, you realize that a hole's been sort of bored right into it. The hole is about 5 feet tall. Nearby, you also find a raptor's corpse and signs on the beast that it's been eaten at.
Okay, do I smell anything alive close by, you think? Maybe?
In addition to your party, you easily smell several other creatures. A few of them you can discern are raptors, others you don't know, and for some reason you discern that within about a mile or two there's a lot of people, but you believe that that's the village.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but I don't notice anything from the big 5-foot tall hole.
You give me an investigation check on it.
You know what? I first want to sneak, because I don't want to be jumped on.
Okay, stealth check first.
Okay. That's 15, and what have I got for stealth? Oh wait, I need to stealth from the wolf. If he has that. God damn it, I didn't put that on?
I don't
believe
think
so.
wolves do.
No, I
they
don't.
have perception.
So that
But with stealth
15.
first.
It's I rolled a 15 and my stealth dex thingy is 4.
Okay, 19. This form is very adept at remaining stealthy, so you barely make a noise as you approach it. Now you can have the investigation check.
Thank you. Okay, investigation. 16.
Looking at it closely, you see that the hole has actually been created by a blade of some sort. And quickly looking at the corpse, you notice that on its head and throat there are similar cuts that you could arguably say that are from the very same blade.
Okay, so something battled it with a blade. Okay, I'm going to go back to the group and turn back to normal. And tell them that there is a large creature that is cut up and it's dead. And there are some raptor thingies or well, creatures we have faced before. There was one. Well, I'm not talking about the dead one. I'm talking about the ones running around alive.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it seems safe.
Okay.
While she was doing this, Chiron has actually been off to the side of the fire doing some sort of ritual. He hasn't really told anybody what he's doing, but he's
Alarm
being very
ritual.
intent. No, he's been going for a long time, and he doesn't look like he's going to stop anytime soon. So your guess is as good as anyone else's.
Would I have noticed this?
Set up his shit and then gone back and forth to collect a large pile of wood.
Would Weimar
You guys
have
are
noticed?
setting up.
Yeah.
Everyone was able to notice Chiron. Like, I believe that other
I'm not
than,
hiding it or anything.
you know,
I'm just
Okay.
then
So
everyone was able to see him.
I'm sort of like not breaking contact with him. I'm staring and at the same time setting up my hunting trap next to my bedroll because I don't want to get pounced on again. And I'm just sort of sitting there watching him narrow-eyed because, well, he's a tiefling and I'm an Asmar. I imagine I can sense something of infernal nature within him.
Yeah, if you had any form, I believe Asmar do have a basic divine sense. So you do know that he is of infernal heritage, but it is so far gone that it's likely to not even think of him as infernal at all.
Still, I'm going to keep an eye.
Okay. As Alex comes back and begins informing everyone, despite the fact that it is still going to be bright out for what most of you discern to be at least 45 minutes, the area directly around the camp becomes extremely dark. Like, you can barely see 5 feet in front of you, even those with dark vision.
Okay.
I've got my light cast on my staff.
It gives you, instead of 5 feet, 10 feet.
Glenn also casts light on his mace.
You mean instead of...
Instead of having vision of just 5 feet, you get 10 feet.
Oh,
So-
it generally light tends to. It says sheds bright light in 20-foot radius, and a dim light for 20 an additional.
Because of the fact that the light cantrips aren't working as effectively, Gin and Waren easily discern whatever's creating this darkness is of magical nature.
I say this isn't. I just keep my eyes are still narrowed, but I'm not looking at the tiefling anymore. I'm just looking everywhere else, and I utter, "This isn't natural."
Everyone group up, and I start trying to set fire to the large bonfire that I've been building.
I have a
Glenn's
strange
just
question.
been fucking off. He doesn't care.
I have a strange question. Is there already a tent up or something?
The campsite is completely darkness surrounding you. You can't see anything. A small 5-foot area around you, and this darkness is taking the form of a sort of mist.
Okay. The reason I was asking
Glenn,
for
as
the
you
tent to be up because I wanted to get the donkey into the tent.
Oh, the donkey would have already been hobbled.
Okay.
Glenn, as you begin to walk away, you feel a cold, stinging sensation on your neck.
No. He wasn't fucking off like, leaving or anything. He was standing with them. But like when everyone was sitting there saying, I'm preparing this, I'm preparing that, Glenn wasn't doing anything.
Oh, so you're just sort of standing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I bump him? Like, grab something, please.
Grab what?
A dagger. Something.
Oh, I've got me nice. Is that? Tell you what, lass, let me do this. And then he pulls out a torch and lights it. And so he's got a mace and a torch.
Good. That's a lot better.
I turn to Grim and say, "You want a glowy flask now?"
And Glenn,
Kind of roboting.
actively
roboting.
to realize pain briefly.
I
Better.
didn't catch any of that.
You're roboting horrendously.
Yeah.
Better.
Yes.
Yes.
Glenn, as you turn around to react to the pain, you see a deathly pale face sort of fade back into the mist. Its mouth had your blood within it.
So it just appeared in the middle of the group?
Yeah.
Did no one else see it?
Unless other people were
right
within 5 feet of you, no, they barely saw it.
Well, I'm assuming that we're all grouped up, so we would be
Yeah.
within like 5 feet of each
Yeah,
other.
okay. You all managed to see it, but Glenn got the best look of it and managed to actually see the actual face rather than just a simple form.
Fucker bit me.
I'm gonna ready my spear.
Alex grabs her you want, and from where she saw the face disappear, she cast fairy fire. Is that okay?
Fairy fire. Very good idea.
Yep.
Got to remember exactly what fairy fire does.
If they're invisible, they're made visible, and anyone that can see it has advantage on the attack.
Yeah. It's for 1 minute, and it's concentration, and it hits anything in a 20-feet cube.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and
dex saving
the
throw.
moment you're dex saving throws?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they need to fight off my 14. Spell saving.
When your fairy fire hits it, the mist sort of goes away. One of them seems to be outlined in light from your
Blue
fairy
light.
fire. There are 2 of them. One is outlined in blue light, the other is not.
Okay.
Roll for
We
initiative.
don't know.
Wait, how close are they? Because I did ready my spear.
Also,
You get an attack.
how long
Okay.
has it been since Chiron started his ritual? Has it been over an hour yet?
It was coming up on an hour.
So
So
no, not
whatever you
over
were
an hour yet.
planning, shoot it. Whatever you were planning, shoot it.
Okay. And I'm attacking the one that I have advantage on. I love this. I love advantage. So
I have
it
a
would've
9.
15, but it's now a nat 20 again.
But aren't we rolling for initiative?
No, I'm rolling to attack because I had a strike ready.
Yeah,
He
if
had
you
a
ready
ready
an,
action.
yeah, if you ready an action like that, you can make a quick attack at the beginning.
Oh, okay, okay.
So simply holding my staff wouldn't work.
You needed to explicitly state and damage for the poor bastard.
Halo, your camera's on.
15.
Yeah.
And quick
Ruben,
question.
your camera's on. Your camera's on. I've got you not
There you
presented.
go.
There you go. All right.
And quick question. Is this a guy or is this a girl?
They're both men and they look to be middle-aged.
Well, one looks to be middle-aged, but you can't really see facial features. It's just a blue outline that you see because you're saying that they're in the darkness.
They're not invisible.
No, the darkness receded when you cast that.
Oh, never mind. I missed that.
Ooh, bad luck, mate.
Dim light is. You stab at him, he lets out a sort of deep before looking at piercing red eyes, and you also notice that there are small fangs in his mouth as you get a quick look at it.
Okay.
Chiron, shoot off whatever ritual you were preparing.
Just as all the commotion starts going on, you see this magic sort of coalesce just in front of Chiron, and it takes the shape of an owl, which glows for a moment, and then the glow fades away, and then the owl flies off into the woods. And Chiron turns around and finally notices that everything is happening. It's like, what? By the way, he rolled a 5 for initiative because he has no idea what's been going on.
5 for Chiron. Initiative rolls, please.
21.
9.
21 for you. Okay.
$20.
22 for me. For Weimar.
Mm-hmm.
You guys heard the barking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I
Fine.
muted.
Let me do a quick count. Okay, Weimar goes first.
Okay. I've got my staff in one hand, and the one that's wounded, we haven't had a long rest, right?
You've had the benefits of a short rest.
Okay, so I cannot use Radiant Soul. So I'm gonna I'm gonna use my attack and hold on.
He's got to go book searching.
Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna make an attack with my Radiant Sunbolt, and then use one key point to attack again with it as a bonus action.
Radiant Sunbolt, which is a unarmed strike dealing radiant damage, if I remember right.
Oh, it says, yeah. It actually says when you take the attack action on your turn and use the special attack as part of it, you can spend one key point to make your special attack twice as a bonus action. Does that mean my bonus action makes it 2 times, or it's a total of 3 times?
What it is that when you cast your Radiant Sunbolt, right? You cast it once. If you spend a key point, you can do it again.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do that
as a bonus action.
2 attack rolls, please.
It requires both the hit and the damage for both the regular attack, spending the key point, and the bonus attack. So all you have after that is a move action.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So the first one to see if you even have the option to spend the key point.
Okay. Oh, fuck me sideways.
It is advantage.
Oh, advantage?
Yep.
Oh, don't fuck me sideways. So, 19 to hit.
19 is good. Roll your damage.
Oh, wait. That's, sorry, 1d4.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's 3 for the first one.
3. Add your dex mod.
Oh, 3 plus 3. So 6.
Making another attack roll as you said you wanted to.
Okay.
Still advantage.
Yep.
So, that's 17.
That's good. Roll damage.
Okay. And that's 7.
You quickly make 2 unarmed strikes, having your fist glow as you do so, and you put 2 blows into him, and there are small sear marks where you've left them.
Oh man, what are the lyrics? Hold on, let me look it up.
Next up is Sanguine.
Okay.
I scream, Shoryuken! Or whatever it is.
So, the one's still standing, right?
If you live
Yeah.
to love, you love to live. Ha, and you got to move to the upper level. To reach the upper level, your mind, your body, your soul must be one. It's a sacrifice to make that hard work. It's a way of life. You got that glow?
And I got a natural 19, which is a crit for me. Because
Okay.
champion.
Yeah.
you're a champion.
19 is a hit.
Yep.
Roll your damage with your spear
And
again.
that's going to be 13 damage. As I go, really bad luck, mate.
As you stab into him, he staggers back and sort of just kneels down. How dare you but trespass on our lands? He sort of says under his breath. You're easily able to hear him because he's sort of holding back the pain as well.
We don't even know where the fuck we are.
The one that isn't shining in blue light, which has the blood in its mouth, pulls out a blade and attempts to slash at poor old Glenn again.
Didn't I attack her?
Sorry. 17.
Actually, it's a 7.
Well, that's still a 12 to hit.
That's not enough. I have a 16 armor class. Mark another luck point spent. All right.
Glenn, your chance to get your revenge.
I'm going to look at him and just sit there say, look, I know I'm tasty. Is it a woman?
No, they're men.
No, they're both men
men
and they
and
both
men.
look middle-aged.
I know I'm tasty and all, but I definitely don't swing that way. Level my finger. I'm going to say, look now. I'm going to cast light on my fingertip as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And just go, you got one chance, mate. You need to back off. Otherwise, I'm going to put a bolt right through your eyes. And it's not going to feel good. And I'm going to
He responds
intimidate
just
him.
by snarling at you. Oh, intimidation check then.
Where's intimidate? 15.
He looks at you inquisitively before realizing what you're about to do to him and sort of steps back briefly.
Is it enough to say that he's off his guard?
He's at the very least frightened of you.
I'm just going to shrug and say, I'll do it anyway. And I'm going to roll to attack.
With
Guiding bolt.
Jesus Christ, we're never gonna get any story.
Hey, if they stop attacking us, we can get story.
True.
Let's see. That would be
Let's
an
hope.
18 to hit.
18 is a hit.
Ah! God damn it. All right. That would be 12. 16 radiant damage, and now he is lit up like a Christmas tree, just like the other one.
His head sort of goes back as you hit him. 16 is what you said?
Yes.
Thank you. Before bringing his head back, he turns and just runs into the forest. He's booking it out of there.
I can still see you! Keep running!
Wait, do you have a? Does he have an attack of opportunity?
Oh, if you ran away from me.
Yes, because he was within 5 feet when you. He stepped back out of the 5 feet when you intimidated him.
I would be swinging my mace at him since I had that out. That would be a 15 to hit.
15 is not a hit, though.
Any of
Kinda figured it
us
wouldn't be.
close enough?
No. You guys were all at least 6 feet away from this one particular one.
Damn.
Did you catch the things that he said? Keep running. I can still see you. Love you.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, your turn.
The other one that is still in the fairy fire is still around, right?
Yep.
What do I do when I want to talk to him?
You discern that these people can speak common.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What does it take a action if I want to talk to them?
Depends on how long the conversation goes, whether or not it takes a bonus action, an action, or your entire turn.
She steps forward and she says, "Can't we talk about this, please?"
Why would I want to talk to you? You violated our territory.
Because we are not from this place. And your kind has asked me for help.
As if any member of the Legion of Dusk would have asked help from mongrels like you.
Okay, this is useless.
I respond, that is no way to talk about a tiefling.
Okay, this is useless, and she will, if that's still possible. Is that still possible? Can she still do anything now?
You've taken up your bonus action so far.
Okay. She will swing her club at him.
Okay, roll to hit.
Nat 20.
Roll damage and double it.
This party is badass.
Yeah.
3, 6, 8.
8 damage. You clock him in the side of the jaw. He turns back at you and just snarls. Chiron.
He called you a mongrel.
He called me a mongrel.
Get him!
I can't have that. So the owl flies in at the one who just insulted me and kind of, distracts him with wings in the face while I cast Firebolt at him.
Mm-hmm.
So I will make...
I assume that owl's giving you 1 advantage and fairy fire is giving you double advantage?
Oh, I didn't realized that. I thought that.
Advantage stacks. Yep.
Well, excellent.
Firebolt with double advantage.
That's what I
So,
said, man.
excellent.
If I had a guiding bolted the guy that got glowed, that got fairy fired, it would be already double advantage, and then you do that, it'd be triple.
So,
You would roll
Yes.
4 d20s and take the highest.
20, nat 20 to attack, and it does 14 fire damage.
He bursts into flame the moment your mode of fire hits him, and within seconds, he's a pile of ash.
Don't insult me. It makes me testy.
And unless you want to go after the other guy, that's the end of initiative.
How far is the guy who's
I
booking?
was gonna say, yeah. How far away is he?
Same.
He's currently about 30 feet away.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
Maybe-
With that, it will be Weimar's turn.
Ooh.
Do you need
Okay.
the glue?
I'm gonna drop my stick, and this time with both hands, I'm going to attack. Well, basically, I'm going to do the same thing I did before, but without the stick in my hand.
Okay. Roll to hit on the first one.
Okay. It's with advantage.
Yes, because of guiding bolt.
because of guiding bolt.
Okay, so that's 16 for the first one.
16 is good. Roll damage on it.
Okay.
Can I call you Bruce Leroy?
Why?
You are
not?
quite literally the last dragon right now.
So that's a total of 5 for that one.
Yep. Roll to hit on your bonus sunburst.
Okay.
And
Same on that one. So I got 13.
13. That is a miss.
Okay.
Sanguine.
Fiddlesticks.
Now it gets
Okay.
grim.
I'm a
Now,
dwarf.
Slayer.
now he definitely Eeyore needs to put in a villain specifically for you, for Weimar. Yeah, Shonuff, the Shogun of Ixalan. Shonuff.
Don't tempt me.
I'm a
I'm just
dwarf.
imagining right now Maverick Fane saying, "Who's the master?"
Your master.
I'm a dwarf. He's 30 feet away. That's too far for me to get close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my spear, pull out my javelin.
It's a different spear.
Woo!
And he has advantage, so
Yep.
Due to the forested nature, it's just a straight roll.
no.
Within
that
the
really
forest terrain.
I don't think that really matters because that is a 23 to hit.
It doesn't matter.
And
Roll your damage.
I have a quick question. Because I only had one weapon in my hand when I threw it, does it count?
It's what?
Duelist.
Duelist, yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. I do 10 damage.
Okay. Glenn.
And right
Glenn
before
is-
my turn ends, I'm going to quickly go, someone please make sure he dies. I want that javelin back.
Glenn is going to kind of put out his fingers like this and hump the air. He needs to make a what is it? Dexterity saving throw? Yeah, dex saving throw.
Oh, crap.
What did you just do?
Dex saving throw is 20, non-natural.
Okay, well, hold on. I don't think I can apply my luck to that, can I? No, because it's not an attack. Damn it. All right. How far away is he? 20 feet? Or 30 feet?
30 feet exactly from you.
Okay. I'll look at the party and go, my sacred fame is... Look, This normally doesn't happen to me, right? And he's going to extend his hands and click. And that same paddle is going to appear 30 feet out right next to him and whap!
Right when he says this normally doesn't happen to me, I reach out and pat him on the shoulder like he did to me earlier.
Oh, okay. Roll for the paddle.
Damn it. But that's still a 16 plus 6, 22.
That's a hit.
I was about to say, you also have advantage.
I know. I rolled 2.
No, as the start of his turn, Guiding Bolt's advantage was over.
Yeah, Guiding Bolt's advantage goes away. But I did 7 plus 4.
11.
11 damage.
Despite the fact that he's able to dodge your molt of radiant fire, your spiritual paddle makes his rear end what you assume to be a very red color.
Nice.
He turns around and says, "Mercy!" And he's just on the ground, just mercy.
All right. Everyone, let me handle this.
I give him my rope, my hempen rope.
I'm not gonna lynch him. God.
I meant to bind his hands.
What do you take me for?
As they start talking, Grim's just going to start walking towards him. I want my fucking javelin back.
Wait, are we out of initiative?
Is he
in
supplicated?
theory,
he's
capitulated the conflict.
Okay.
Glenn is going to take his mace and say, "This thing is bloody useless." He's gonna hook it on his waist, pull out 2 daggers, flip them around, and casually walk with Grim over to the supplicated person.
Alex will follow, just to be sure.
And I'll stay near the donkey.
Chiron conjures a pair of shackles with a short chain between them and offers them to the other guys.
Nice.
Yes.
I love your conjuration there.
Beautiful.
I stare wide-eyed.
They're glowing a little bit in the dark. They're actually casting light.
I clap.
As Glenn gets closer, I'm guessing he can outpace the dwarf.
Yeah, by 5 feet.
Yeah.
He gets close enough. I'm guessing the guy's on his knees.
Yeah, he's
sitting. Yeah, he's not on his legs and he's not sitting on his butt because of
Quick
the paddle.
question. Where is javelin lodged?
It's in his sort of lower abdomen.
Okay.
Well, wouldn't it be in his back?
Yes, the back side of his lower abdomen.
Back leg of the lower.
Okay.
He should just be glad the stakes aren't higher.
In addition to sort of kneeling down, he's rubbing his rear end like,
"Oh, my kidneys! If I even have kidneys." Glenn will get close enough, and he's gonna pull out his dagger and point it directly in between his eyes, just sitting close enough, and sit there and go, "All right. So before the others get here, that bite that you just gave me, is that going to be anything that I need to worry about?"
Go to hell.
I would rather not, but I can send you there, and I'm going to, kind of grab him by the shoulder and rear back with the dagger.
No, please, no. I want to live.
All right. Answer my question.
I want to live.
Answer me question.
Depends on how lucky you are.
I'm pretty damn lucky. But tell me what I need to do just in case that luck runs out.
If the blood's taken hold, there's nothing you can do.
Well, how about you spit it out then? Or will killing you save me? As he's slowly inching the dagger ever closer to his face.
Quite frankly, I don't know exactly how it works. All I know is we bite, and sometimes others become like us.
All right. Well then, you're gonna come with me, and if I become one of you beasties, you're gonna be first on the chopping block.
The dusting block.
Is this
Fine.
an Arcana check or a history check?
Glenn is he's living in the moment. He doesn't care about trying to get it accurate.
Or something else?
At the moment, only Glenn was able to hear the conversation.
But we all know Glenn got bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we saw the creature, but do we see him bite Glenn?
Well,
you
Alex,
can
right?
tell by
Alex
the-
definitely did, because she was talking to me
Yeah.
at the time it happened.
Yeah.
You guys could easily tell before it ran away by the blood in its mouth that it was the source of the bite.
I could always drop it.
Drop it, doggy.
Don't make me get the newspaper.
So am I level with them now?
Yeah. Graham, you've catched up to them.
Okay, I walk over to the side. I look how my javelin's stuck in him. I put one foot on his shoulder, push away as I pull the javelin out.
Don't you savages have any respect for your prisoners?
Says the one who bit a member of us.
Hey,
It is...
you're still alive, aren't you?
Yeah, I am for now.
This javelin was mine. You don't get to keep it. So, do you have more people? And if so, what goods do they need?
Always the salesman.
The Legion of Dusk would never lower itself to buy from you savages.
Hey! I'm
We
new
don't go
to this
around biting
world.
people.
You don't know how fucking good the name More Grim is. If Grim tries to make a deal with you, you want to buy the product. I have the best booze anywhere in this world, especially since I don't even know if you fuckers have booze here other than mine. And I can make alchemical wonders. That will still get you a bit tipsy.
Why am I surrounded by these things?
Because you attacked us in our camp.
You invaded our realm.
I have no clue where the fuck we are. I got sucked into this world. I woke up. Everything's been trying to kill me, so I've been obliging it by killing it instead.
A fair call. That's pretty much how it happened.
You say you've been dropped cold. No wonder the Queen's put such a bounty on your head.
Oh, we've
We
got
have
a
a
bounty.
bounty on our head.
How much are they selling?
Yeah, how much are they worth?
I'm over there
20
just petting
tons
the
of-
donkey.
20 tons of blood to the head.
Oh, I don't want any blood. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's not a very good price.
Oh, but you could sell it to the vampires.
Quick question. Am I worth more than the rest of them?
No, you being shorter and worth less and blood are worth less.
Now that's a fucking insult.
Does he have any pockets?
Yeah, you notice he has pockets. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and sneak whatever he has out of his pockets.
Sleight of hand.
I feel so tempted to use my sleight of hand as well right now, just to troll Glyn.
I'll be right back.
Well, my sleight of hand was 21.
You managed to get inside of his pockets rather easily, and within you find 21 gold pieces.
Nice. Mine.
So, we have to keep you out of the light, don't we?
That would be preferable.
Okay, let's snuggle him in next to the meat.
What?
We have one cart. I've been filling it up with dead, whatever the fuck these things are. I don't know how good the meat is. I know that it'll probably sell, and it's lasting us, so it seems
I'm just
good
wondering
enough.
what kind of indignation his sort of kind can go through. I mean, we need to teach him a lesson, right?
Upon you saying that, he stares at you menacingly and wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Can I not, like, when I notice that he's staring at Glenn, like, kick him?
That would be a 19.
You're easily aware that he tried the same trick the other one tried on you earlier.
Let's go. See, you can't trick a trickster, right? Right? Okay, look, all right? You're trying to beat me at my own game. Sorry. Went a little British there. You're trying to beat me at my own game. And it's not going to work, right? So I think, for the most part, you need to just let the professionals do their work, right, Pumpkin? And he's going to come up and give him a little on the cheek.
How dare you touch a member of the Legion?
Ooh,
Again, you are the people that decided to attack us as we were about to bed down for the night. We aren't the rude ones here.
At this point, I'm getting kind of bored with the donkey, so I go over and I just sort of cast light on my staff, like slam it down right next to his head. And then I have my fist glow and I say, "You need to shut the hell up and be polite. We're in no mood for this crap right now."
He responds by spitting a bit of Glenn's blood in your face.
Oh, get him to do that. Maybe I might not get cursed.
I basically respond by smacking upside the head with the staff. No damage intended.
Yes. I would say that's another thing too. You can whenever you do that, you can nominate to not do lethal damage. It'll still do hit point damage, but instead of killing them, it'll just knock them out.
Okay.
You can always nominate that.
Not non-lethal. I'm just bored and pissed.
I've already calculated it out. Unless you actually want to strike with an actual meaning behind it.
Shall we take him to the camp and, for now, put him in one of the tents?
No, we tie him up, truss him up nice and pretty. We cover him up. We tuck him in with the meat. We throw some meat on top of him for good measure.
I say we let him sit out at night.
I
Let him
basically
enjoy the night air.
I say we take him, stick him in the bedroll, stuff some meat in the bedroll, tie a rope around the bedroll, and drag him behind the cart as we head to the nearest town.
I was gonna say hang him from one of the trees.
That would
Let him
ruin
get
a perfectly good bedroll.
Well, then hang him from one of the trees and let the beasties get him. Right?
Don't string me to a tree! Don't string me to a tree!
Let's start by trussing him up proper.
All right.
We could just, stake him out and leave him till morning.
No, don't leave me here till morning. That'll kill me.
Well, yes, but that was what you want to do to us, so what does it matter?
Ah, what exactly are we getting out of keeping you alive, by the way?
Well, I really wish to know why one of his kind asked me for help. That is mostly why I want to keep him alive.
Yes, do so. Do tell.
Okay. Answer the question then.
Or what?
Well,
Or we can
you
stake
seem to
you
not
out and let
want
you
to die.
and
Or
let
I'll
you
grab
see
your
the
face with my
sunrise.
radiant fist here.
So my option is to betray the queen or face the sun. I'm sorry. I'll take the sun over the queen's wrath.
No, no, no. We're not talking about just facing the sun. We're perfectly fine dismembering you first.
Are we not throwing for persuasion and intimidation checks? Just asking, because this sounds like a lot of persuasion and intimidation check.
I think I noticed a river on that map back there. We could always just kind of tie a rope around his foot and toss him in.
Do your kind float?
It sounds like an inquisition here. Seems kind of weird.
He just goes silent at this point, just looking away.
All right, look, Beastie. All right. The only reason why we're giving you shit is because of this right here, and I'm going to point at my neck. I'm going to pray to my goddess to make sure that I don't become one of you. And if it don't work, then I'm definitely coming after you, even if I have to come after you in the afterlife. Got it? And that's why I'm keeping you alive.
Quick question: did you bind his hands before you started interrogating him?
Yeah, we
he's
used,
wearing
the
glowing
shackles.
shackles.
Yeah.
Oh. You
No, you
noticed him
can't
try.
flash it on.
He turns to Grim and stares intently at him. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Grim?
At Grim.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's pointing towards Grim. Or Grim.
Let me quickly do that. And what's my modifier on this again?
I'm getting bored. I'm gonna grab his face and use my my radiant sunbolt point blank.
Okay, just roll damage.
17.
No. Oh, God damn it.
I got a 17, and I'm gonna stop him if I see this, which I should be.
Yeah, you easily see this, and you're well aware that he just tried to mentally manipulate you.
Stop that, kid. Stop it.
Why? He's of no use to us.
Hold
And
on.
he's a fiend.
Take a step back. Come on, back up.
Fine. I take a step back, but I keep my pole firmly planted right next to his head. So close, you could probably hear the buzzing of light.
As soon as he's back, butt of my spear cracks up against his head, subdual.
Wait, him or me?
You put him down to the ground?
Yep, subdual.
He wants to subdue him, like knock him out.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Okay. Does this count as weapon or as an attack or just strength check?
Gain proficiency.
Okay. So that would be 23.
You quickly knock him out cold.
So who'd you attack, me or him?
Attack him.
Okay.
I don't like when people try to get him to my fucking head. Let's truss him up and blindfold this fucker.
What use is he to us alive? He's not giving us anything.
He's
And
not
he's
going to
just
give us
dead weight.
anything, but again, Glenn's going to point to his neck. I'm going to pray to my goddess in the morning and see if I can't see about getting rid of this thing, even if I don't have one. And if I need to, I can keep grilling, maybe in some cases literally grilling, this little beastie for more information.
See, I'm keeping it around for amusement, and the town might have a bounty out for these people.
And then I basically
Unless the town is more of these sorts.
I look to the dwarf and I say,
We'll need to get it the fuck out of here, apparently. They have a bounty out for our shit.
He's just gonna dab his neck. Is it still bleeding?
Chiron hands you a healing
it's sort
elixir.
of cauterized on itself. What are you doing with your elixir?
I'm just handing it to Glenn. Drink that, you'll feel better.
Is a snake hole?
No, it's a magic healing elixir that I conjured this morning.
All right.
Then I basically
2d4
say,
plus 2.
I turn to Grim, even though we really don't know anybody's names right now, other than me because I've been saying it. Oh.
Well, you should just fucking well know my name.
Oh yeah.
He said it quite a bit. He's Grim.
No, but that was out of character.
Well, no, he keeps saying it. He's the little Grim guy. He's always selling his wares. There's no one better for potions and brews than Grim.
He's not just Grim, he's more Grim.
Grimbeard. His name is more Grimbeard.
Rhyme.
I look around all wide-eyed. Wow, you're popular.
How an oak dick King Beard of the
But
Beard.
anyway.
Dwarves.
Do you have the cloak you picked up earlier?
Yeah.
If this thing's gonna burn in the sun, you might as well cover him. If
Like
you
I
still
said,
want
let's
using.
pack him in meat.
I was gonna say we can definitely keep him somewhat alive, and that's the sort of thing that we want to do, especially until he proves that he's not useful anymore.
Yeah,
Then
let's
we can
truss him up proper and then stick him in the cart, bury him in the meat.
But that's
to
good
be
meat.
just to be vindictive, Chiron cast prestidigitation and chills the vampire's pants and underwear.
Very well.
But is it as cold as the grave?
That's the question.
So yeah,
What will wake up because of it?
I use some rope to bind his feet to his hands and then loop another bit round his neck.
So, hog tie him.
Yep.
Poor guy.
I looked at Glenn and say, "That's what I wanted you to do with the rope earlier."
Oh, don't follow.
And then once that's done, I go to pick him up. How much does he weigh?
With your dwarven strength, you're easily able to just sort of throw him over your shoulder.
Okay, I'll carry him over to the cart. I push the meat over to one side. I plop him down. I cover him over with meat.
Mm-hmm.
Or rather, I throw the
Okay.
cloak on top of him, and then I cover him over with meat. I don't want him trying to bite at my meat.
Is this going to be a patch up for the night?
Yeah, I'd say we pack up for the night. Is the other one full dead?
Yeah. He burst into flame.
Okay, then I'm going to gather up some more ash, and I'm going to make some more drunkard mind shield.
Being as you perfected the recipe, you make another 4 doses. Again, they'll be ready at the end of your long rest.
One flask makes another, or one flask of ashes makes another 4 doses, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Is this one a different flask or the same flask?
All right.
Well, I just scooped up another flask of fresh ashes and made...
Added
more
water
doses.
to it, other little mundane ingredients, and of course the yeast to make more of his drunken mind shield.
I have a strange question. Since I am good with herbs and everything, is there any potion that could help Glyn against going vampire in case, or anything?
In your training, you've never, as a druid, you've never really known of any concoction of curing vampirism or preventing it, and more so, you doubt that you would have anything even close to the ingredients necessary.
Okay, because I do know, because I have what's it called, proficiency with it, that any kinds of poison or something that I have added to it. Let me see.
I think vampirism goes
antitoxin.
beyond poison.
Yeah, I know,
Yep,
but
but-
I'm not sure how it works. So for certain stuff, certain things do work.
And
So awesome.
Inquisitor's knowledge will be limited because I'm using my own system.
Yes, I know.
So is this long rest?
Every time.
Yep, let's settle down.
Before we settle down
Uh,
to do the long rest, I used 3 of my remaining first level spell slots to conjure more healing elixirs because this group clearly needs them.
Farewell.
And Alex is like, he's conjuring them. I'm not going to use my herb kid. Fuck that.
No, we can never have too many.
Again,
Well,
I start clapping when he conjures stuff in the thin air.
No, she's just being lazy. She's just like, I'm not going to go out and pick herbs first and then make a potion. He can make them out of nothing. Fuck it.
Well, we're on the move tomorrow. If you see anything nice, let us know. We can pull over. We can let you collect some herbs.
That I will do. But not now it's night. Especially not with these undead.
Okay, you lot pack in. I have first watch.
Glenn's gonna play it up too, holding his neck and just like, "Oh, I
Mhm.
don't feel good." I don't think I can take a watch tonight, guys. It's...
Yeah.
It's
Don't
okay,
worry, we
Glenn. I
already
don't think
said
we
that you
trust
weren't
you
going
to
to have
take
a
a watch.
I don't think I feel so bad. I can't.
Alex just looks at him like, you're not fooling me.
A long rest. Constitution saving throw.
I'm sorry.
Con save.
For me,
And you'll have to decide before I tell you. Points.
okay. You said con save, right?
Yep.
Non-natural 20.
You did also gain the benefits of a long rest, and when you wake up, the bite mark it feels more like a normal bite rather than this festering wound it was when you originally got it.
Okay. Just in case as well, he is going to after doing his prayers after the long rest, right? He is going to cast Lesser Restoration on himself.
Okay.
So any sort of lingering curse or vibes or any of that kind of stuff, unless it is straight up on the administer curse spell, is removed.
Very good.
Back real quick.
And unless it's something like extremely catastrophic, like major, like a 7th or 8th level spell, that requires greater restoration, which is around the same level.
Before laying my head to rest, I'm gonna do a quick meditation to gain my key back.
Yep. You all gain the benefits of a long rest. Let's move on to the next morning.
I want
Let's say
Alex to wake up first, except for the one who's taking watch, and just grab her violin and wake everybody up with the violin with nice tunes.
I was gonna say screech.
No, nice tunes, not screeching.
And I'm back.
Oh,
Welcome back.
In addition to the violin music that is being played, you hear a tribal horn, and before any of you know it, large raptors and that are being ridden are surrounding you.
Whoops!
Glenn's gonna come out of the thing, just kind of rubbing his head.
I'm still sleeping.
I feel like something hit me in the head repeatedly last night. Can you please knock it off with that obnoxious horn? Oh, hi.
Alex slowly puts her violin away, like, okay.
Upon closer inspection, one of them that seems to be the leader and has one flanking him, and the one flanking him looks as if he's been literally through a body. covered in blood, guts. And its raptor is a little bit more unruly than the others. Instead of being at perfect intention, sort of kicking around a bit.
Settle down, settle down. I have enough booze to go around. Let's get to the town first, that way I can set up my stand.
The leader points his spear down at you and orders, "How dare you speak to my son that way?"
I was speaking to all of you.
Matters not. You have violated our territory.
Oh dear Lord.
How many people's bloody territory is this?
Does no one have merchants here? Is no
Look.
one familiar with what trade is?
I turned my head. Shut up! I'm trying to sleep.
What are you doing here?
Trying to sell
Exactly.
things. We got sucked in here. I'm trying to continue my livelihood. I go place to place. I sell fantastic booze and amazing alchemical goods that will also get you tipsy. And I'm just trying to
Technically,
continue my
we're trying
livelihood.
to get to a town and figure out why we are here, because we are all not from here. That's what he's trying to say.
I also have meat. I
he-
can sell you meat.
His eyes widen at the sound of you being brought here, and he sort of whispers to the one directly flanking him. Had to be. Based on your story, it sounds like you have been chosen by our goddess.
Someone else told us that. Still don't know exactly what you're on about. Who wants to buy something?
What's your goddess look like?
It's a beautiful glowing creature with wings.
His head just sort of contorts. Just what?
Well,
Do you want to buy something?
I had this beautiful woman come to me once, and she changed my life, and I've been under this spell of her for the rest of my the rest of my existence. I always thought that I was destined for something greater. I'm just wondering if it was her, is all.
I'm getting too old for this.
Could we please go somewhere safer first?
I can whip up an elixir that'll make you feel like you're a young lad.
Will you stop trying to sell things to me? I'm a guard, not a merchant.
I get up.
Yeah, you aren't a merchant, which is why I'm trying to sell. You have needs. I can satisfy those needs. I can make potions for it. I can give you some booze.
Someone finds
please.
this mouth.
I need to find.
Alex goes in dwarven. Grim, please shut up.
Oh my god! Hold on.
She said that in dwarven, by the way. Just so you know.
Ravella.
In Dwarven, they don't know how to make deals here.
No.
I do.
So
I'll give you
shut
a
up.
silver
We're not
piece if you
interested.
shut up.
Bug all of their mouths.
Pass me the silver
And a
piece.
few
We
of
have a
them
deal.
drop off.
Chiron flips it through the air to you.
I'll catch the silver piece and I shut up.
And that's how you
Okay.
make a deal.
Here,
Are we
you know
done?
what? Here, have a gold piece and please shut up.
Take the gold piece as well.
I've already paid him. Now you're paying him twice and you're raising the market.
Yeah. She pays him as well. She's more than willing to have him shut up right now.
He had already shut up. Now it's going to cost more next time.
I don't care.
I point my spear toward the cart and say, "We have a prisoner in there, undead. Would that be of any worth to you?"
One of the members of the Legion of Dusk.
Yes.
I shrug.
That's what he called himself.
You might be friends of ours. Everyone, search their pockets, and the guards begin. A few of the guards that have dismounted begin to approach you.
I point to the hunting trap by my bedroll. Don't step on that.
You can touch anything except my violin, please.
I assure you, my guards will be tactful.
I sure
They
hope
begin
so.
to. Is everyone allowing the guards to look through their items?
Chiron just
Begrudgingly.
reaches into his pockets and starts pulling out random items and dropping them on the ground, where they disappear, and he puts his hand back in and keeps pulling up more random items.
I'm over there going, ooh, clapping.
Alex begrudgingly lets it happen, but she's like one wrong move on the wrong spot, and I will use my club.
Morgrim raises a hand in a motion of stop. He pulls off his coin purse, sets it on the driving bench of the cart, and then opens up his cloak, turns it round, pulls off his cloak, throws it over one side, and then grabs his weapons and holds them in the air above his head.
Okay,
Look.
the guard that was going to search you sort of begrudgingly accepts that, but still looks over at your coin purse and asks, "Why can't I search that?"
Because that's my money.
Money? As in gold coins?
Gold, silver, copper.
Every single guard at hearing that immediately tenses up. They begin speaking a foreign language, and the raptors that they've been using as mounts also begin to rile up quite a bit.
I say in Dwarvish, under my breath, do they not know what fucking money is?
Alex replies back, I don't think that's the issue, really. They seem more worried about it being gold.
Chiron says in Dwarvish, they didn't know what booze was. They're clearly
That's
no
true,
great
that's
shakes.
true.
Fair enough,
I
fair
hear
enough.
everybody
Stop
else
this
speaking of
cryptic
foreign
language now.
I hear everybody else speaking a foreign language. I just start saying random stuff in Celestial.
The guards that were attempting to search you instantly pull out shackles and attempt to bind your hands. Is any of you going to resist?
What are those for and why?
Grim, well, like, okay, Glenn is not, like, as soon as they say, like, you've got money, he'll look over at Grim and sit there and go, I think we've made a terrible mistake. And then when they start reacting somewhat violently, he'll just look at everyone and go, I think we made a terrible, terrible mistake. Look, all right. Yes, we definitely do like different things other than you. We have different cultures, right? Is that not allowed?
The chieftain will decide your fate. Come with us willingly or die where you stand.
We will come willingly, but not bound.
Who is this chieftain guy? And can we talk to him first?
You'll have plenty chance to talk to him when you're in the cart.
Alex wants to persuade that they will come, but without being tied up.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
That's blah, blah. Let's see. Persuasion, where is it? That is 18.
He looks at you for a few seconds and then says, very well, but one wrong move and you're fed to the raptors.
Well, we've been eating.
You hear the man? I think it's a man.
And I say that under my breath.
They sort of escort you back to your cart, and then the leader and the one that was flanking him sort of go in front on either side of your mule while the others are sort of surrounding you.
I lean
The
into-
captain says, "Get going."
As we're walking, I lean into Glenn. I say, "Why didn't they fondle me? You guys all got fondled."
Be happy.
But I don't think they like you that way.
Oh, good.
Be happy.
Thank God.
Oh.
Thank the goddess.
So I
Crap.
slap the reins from my mule and start the mule walking.
Okay, as you begin going, Glenn, you feel a small little sting in your neck, but it doesn't feel like a bite this time, or it doesn't come from the bite either, and for some reason you're knocked unconscious. The others are actually able to see you sort of fall unconscious.
Check his
I
neck.
know, just railroad the guy having fun. Okay.
I lean over and grab him before he falls off the cart.
I'm just fucking with you.
Okay.
Check him over.
Weimar, you also feel a sting in your neck and then begin to feel drowsy.
Nap time.
I quickly
Alice sees this happening, and she's just like, she puts her hands over her neck, like, what the fuck is happening?
You feel a sting in one of your hands and come under the same effect.
God damn it.
I flick up my heavy cloak's hood. I do have my gloves on. And I quickly check them over, keeping my head down so that it's hidden in my hood.
You notice for a brief second that one of the other guards has come in front of you and has a blow dart. He attempts to get one into your head from the front, but fails to do so.
And with that, I'm going to roar out. And
I had my hood up.
is going to come to hand. And what I'm roaring out is, we had a deal, we were doing honest, either you abide by the deal, or I'll have to see that you don't survive much further. At the guard
Okay.
doing this.
In response, he sort of just speaks again, the same language that you haven't heard before, and you quickly turn around and find another raptor and its rider standing right in the back section of the cart, just with its face snarling at you. And this one also has a blowpipe.
Okay.
With which
Clever
also
girl.
misses.
Clever girl. Funny thing is, in the book, that guy lives.
Huh.
I'm going to give him one last chance, and I'm going to roar out with persuasion. Keep to the deal. And everything's fine. We've been going along with it. And that is a 22.
They continue to talk in this foreign language before the raptor just sort of jumps off and they return to normal, putting their blowpipes away.
I see to the others, find the darts, pluck them out.
Okay. All of you begin to come to as you venture up to the gate. And
What the hell was that?
They drank you.
quick outside of game thing. Huvian, are you actually here still?
Yes, I'm here, but I'm not speaking.
Well, you just did.
You are.
Shut up.
You are aware, though.
About. Oh yeah, I'm aware.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
It is time for you to shine.
Yeah.
Oh, I gave him an opportunity just a bit ago, but moving on.
Oh, I did? Oh, ha.
They tranked
I heard
you.
Ravello.
They tranked
That's all.
you despite our deal. I reminded them of the deal. Didn't have to kill any of them this go.
Okay.
Vivian did get tranked. He was, well, I'm not going to say. You guys come to what appears to be the town square. Grim, you're easily able to determine that there's a sort of market of some sort that goes on every day in this square, and in the center there's a metal pole, for lack of a better word, with chains attached to it.
So
And-
you do know what trade is. Thank the gods for that.
But I think they know.
Muffin.
But I think they only know barter.
The guard turns to the younger one and says, "Ravello, go get the town chiefman."
Okay.
You notice that the boy that Julian can actually explain his actions for himself.
Oh, yeah. I run off to the town hall to get the chief.
Yep. Then the head guard sort of looks back at you and says, "One last chance to tell me, are you with the Legion of Dusk or against them?"
Well, they attacked
we've
us
killed
twice. I mean,
several of them. We have this one that we trussed up and buried in a pile of meat after beating
One
the
bit
ever-living
me.
hell out of him.
I think I'm fine.
I don't think
But I
that's
would-
the right
oh,
thing to
stop
say.
your belly aching,
So-
Glenn.
All right.
We've kicked the crap out of a number of them. We've killed a number of them. I've made some fantastic potions, by the way. Anyone want to try a drunkard's mind shield?
You
I
people.
can sell it for a reasonable price.
He's gonna get up and feel his neck. Can we stop, first of all, hitting me in this part of my neck? It's really, really annoying. And second of all, you people make really bad friends. You need to work on your social skills. I'm telling you that right now. Where is this chief person? I want to have words.
You hear a sort of gong ring behind the guard. He turns over and immediately dismounts and says something quickly in a foreign language. Then both he and his raptor sort of kneel down and bow.
The rabbit can bow.
And walking down the front steps, you notice that there's the other one, with which you now know by the height difference is little more than a boy and a elderly man walking down the steps.
Gizmo!
The man is
Alex is bedazzled by the fact that the raptors are bowing.
Sorry, that was me yelling at my cat, not yelling out in character.
as you enter within earshot, you hear the chieftain says, how is training Alexander going? I've heard from your father that he's very unruly."
It's, I'm getting there.
Wait, what?
Well, Delani's gift will always be with your family.
Thank you.
Before turning to the party, and he says, "Well, isn't this a surprise? A group of Ixalan's chosen, here at the dawning of an age."
If we're the chosen, then why are you treating us so poorly? I'm gonna look around at the assembled gathering here. I'm assuming we're the only ones that are not.
You've attracted a bit of a crowd. You and the chieftain coming out.
Okay. I want to look around, and there's all the ones that were part of the little escort here. I'm just gonna. Which one of you shot me in the neck?
And as he's doing that, Grim kind of stands up in his cart and in a very loud showman / merchant's voice.
Oh God, no.
Oh God.
Check dungeon chat there, Sanguine.
Dungeon chat? Okay, let me quickly pull
It's
it up.
so fucking accurate right now.
Oh, and
Yes! Absolutely. Morgrim says, sketching a bow that he's probably done 1,000 times whenever he's met a town's leader. Is it morning still, by the way?
yeah, it's mid-morning.
Good morning, Chief. My name is Morgrim Rhymebeard. So, don't know why I'm here. I do know I have goods to offer, which I'm more than happy to set up a stall here later on. Few quick things, though. Is it custom among your people that when there's an agreement, they decide to, I don't know, trank their partners as these two chaps tried with me and my friends? Pointing to
Which one did I?
Tried to trank me and holding up the darts that I've pulled from people's necks.
Allow me to explain.
We'll just come like shuffling right up next to him.
Hey.
Which one did it? Which one?
Please, be calm.
More grim and Glyn.
I'm sorry, you don't know. This is calm.
I'm very calm at the moment. I'm just trying to figure out how business is done here.
I'm still sleeping.
He takes out a little handgun and sort of rings it. Enough, let me speak. The last of Ixalan's chosen that came here was corrupted by the Raisin Coalition. We lost so many.
Raisins?
That is why we do not trust Ixalan's chosen any longer. That is why we would have preferred to knock you all out and string you to that pillar over there.
That's not very
That
nice.
was very bad faith, considering that we made an agreement with, what is this, the captain of your guard, that we would come peacefully. And we were coming peacefully. We had made no effort to do anything else. And then suddenly my friends start falling asleep because, again, these two kept on shooting these things into their neck.
Which ones? Point him to me.
I've pointed them twice. Hold on a minute, Glenn.
Are they
you're
bowing?
able to... yeah, it's the two that are sort of flanking the chieftain, but in about sort of place. Not the smaller boy, but two others that are not far away.
And it took me reminding them of that contract.
He's gonna. Are they still supplicant? They're bowing their heads.
They've now sort of jerked back up a bit.
Glenn's gonna give him the death glare. And you're next.
Is it light out?
And
yeah, it's mid-morning.
And as for your concerns that we've been corrupted by someone, everything that we've met since coming here has tried to kill us, with the exception of one thing that I'm aware of, or one person that I'm aware of. They left us
Who guided us?
Yes.
Who guided us with a map to this place?
Everything else, including the fucking fang faces that we've run into.
I lean down as he's saying this and whisper in his ear, what about the one we've caught? Would they find him of interest?
Have tried to kill us. And we've managed to take one of them alive. Or as alive as any of them can end up.
Good, good.
And yet, when we show up, when we make a contract with your men, this is the type of way that they keep their word.
In addition, when you referenced the other person that didn't try to kill you, you realize that she was actually wearing the very same armor that most of the guards are wearing.
I was just gonna ask about that. Like, what kind of garb are they wearing? Are they wearing like tribal furs?
It looks like leather armor with cloth tunics over that have greens, yellows, and reds on them.
Okay,
And
so
it
they're
was a
actually
woman.
kind of like a civilization. They're not tribal.
Yeah, I'd say it's mid to late Bronze Age.
Okay.
And it was a woman, right?
Yeah.
Is it that only the females of your guard are able to keep their word?
A female wearing a guard's uniform, you say?
Yes.
That must have been Watley, our greatest warrior. She gave you her blessing?
She gave
Yeah.
us a map, told us to avoid the places where the Fang faces are. Apparently, we have a bounty out for us by them.
So wait,
And we came here hoping to do some business, hoping to find out where we're going. And
so
then
you mean to tell me that your greatest warrior, you're not even in control of? You have no idea what she's doing.
We know she's fighting the Legion of Dusk.
And so are we. So why would this guy and that guy try to shoot me in my neck with this like little dart thingy? They need to be punished. Public flogging right now.
I assure you. Captain, is it true that you gave them your word and then betrayed them in such a way? He nods, and the chief just shoots a glare at him, and the captain is just on the ground immediately, by his own will.
Yeah, groveling.
Yeah. Chief, I thought you told me to not trust them, even if they made an agreement. I did, but you also remember, we must keep our word. It's what separates us from the Brazen Coalition. Forgive me, the captain is a little overzealous about protecting our village.
that doesn't quite
No.
excuse breaking a contract.
I assure
Or
you,
shooting me in the neck.
my friend, he will be dealt with. But for now, the prisoner, if my men may, string him up to the pillar, as is our tradition. Leave him out in the sun.
Glance over at Glenn. You done with him?
I don't know. I'm not feeling very bad about this, but I still want to grill him on more information, if I may. Mr. Leader of this place here. What do you know about people bitten by these little beasties here?
He takes a quick look at your neck and says, the disease hasn't caught. You'll be
Good.
fine.
Good. All right. Yeah, go ahead and string them up.
Very well.
Fair enough. And with that, Grim hops down from his cart, walks around to the back end, pulls the meat off of the person covered over with the cloaks, grabs him, walks him over to the pole.
Oh, wait. If I may be so bold, sir.
Huh?
There's a custom that I'd like to observe, given the goddess that I worship, which I may or may not be the same goddess that you worship. I don't know. I don't know your customs or anything. And he's going to reach into his tunic and pull out the little gold piece that has the symbol of Timora printed on it. He'll pop it off of the quick release on the necklace, and say, walk over to Grim and just show him the coin and say, heads, he lives. Tails, we let him go.
I'll glance up at the chief. What say, chief?
He did surrender to us, sir. So it's only fitting we let him have a chance at living.
He'll have a chance to go into a nice shady dungeon if he answers the captain's questions after he is strung up. If he fails to do so, Kinjali's light will do what it needs to do.
I'm just saying that I'm giving. I would like to give him the benefit and the chance to continue living if the goddess wills it.
I do not think, Glenn, that they do things here like that.
And so he'll just kind of like
Numbers.
throw the coin between his fingers and say, it's a 50-50 chance.
Clearly, you are a reverent man for your god. Fine. Complete your ritual.
Say, odds and evens?
Hmm?
Evens. That means Glenn's gonna kind of want to let him live.
So you're just going to let him go?
I never said
But
that.
we keep his cloak.
I never said that. I said we give him a sporting chance. With giving him the knowledge that if he comes back and does this again, I will not be so merciful.
You intend to release him entirely.
Sporting chance.
He'll come back with the knowledge of this village and have the queen
Glenn.
herself at his...
Glenn.
We won't release him in the village. He's been covered up this entire time. He has no idea where he is. Unless we take him out of here, he's not even going to know that he's here. So I say that we can take him out, some random place out in the forest, and let him go in the middle of the day and see how he fares.
Glenn, you said sporting chance, right?
Yeah.
We could do another type of sporting chance. Chief, how would you like a bit of competition tonight?
To what are you referring?
Well,
I like how you think. I think I'm thinking the same thing.
Coin says it gets he gets a sporting chance. How about we make some sport of it?
Are you asking me to do combat with this creature?
No,
I'm not saying you. I'm saying your guard that definitely broke his little contract with us. Sounds fair to me. I'm just going to give a wink to the captain of the guard.
Captain, it seems that they wish to give you a chance to reclaim your honor in single combat. What say you? He just nods in agreement.
And
Does cunt.
Glenn will clap Grim on the shoulder and good idea. Good idea. I like it.
Also a chance to make a pretty little profit during refreshments.
I know, right? We can also bet on him.
Yeah. And with that, Grim
I will keep the books.
straps the still form to the pillar or to the post.
Mm-hmm. All cloaked up, so he's able to stay
all
out of
cloaked
the
up
sun.
so he doesn't get burned up.
Very well. Well, as long as you obey our simple laws, you are free to move about the village as you see fit.
And what
Ravello
are those
here.
laws?
Do not steal. Do not attack with
I never
unless in
perished the thought.
self-defense. And you live and die by your word. Something that I am almost unable to forgive of the captain.
And
Then again,
everything kind of turned sour when we mentioned coin. Is there any coin that's not allowed within your territory?
The Brazen Coalition and the Legion of Dusk use this coin. We work by simple trading of items rather than pieces of
they were a barter
metal.
society.
God damn it.
But
Who knows? Maybe they got some really exquisite art that you could sell somewhere else.
They might also
But
have hack metal.
that meat, it looks to be reasonably fresh.
Yeah, it's
I'll
fresh.
show you.
We collected it ourselves.
Okay, at this time, I sort of hide it in my cloak, and I cast light on it, and I bring it out, the ivory crest. What is this worth?
Well then,
It's glowing by you.
if you find someone willing to trade items with it for you, I assume you'll be able to get quite a bit. Now, you are free to move about. If you have any questions, you can ask Ravello here. I leave you guys in his care. Good day. And he just sort of turns and begins walking back to his longhouse.
I quickly put the thing back under my cloak and remove the light cantrip from it.
Okay.
Oh.
So, what say you lot that we set up a quick little stand here?
I have nothing against it. You go for it, Grim.
I'm just along for the ride at this point. You guys are fun.
What kind of name did the chieftain say?
Ravello.
Is that the boy or the woman?
Yeah, when he said Ravello, he gestured to the boy standing at his side.
Okay, Ravello.
I point at the boy and motion for him to come over.
I walk over to you guys.
Do
So,
you saunter or strut?
Or
Just
gallop,
a normal
or-
walk. Just a normal walk.
Or trot. He trots over to us.
what
Clacking two
exactly are the
coconuts
rules
together.
for setting up a cart over in the market?
You know, as long as they follow the simple laws and, live by their word, that there isn't any restriction on who can buy and sell within the village, as long as they have the chieftain's consent to be within the village, with which they already have.
Okay. Yeah, as long as you have the chieftain's consent, you guys can set up.
Okay. And the female guard that we spoke to earlier didn't know what booze is. Have you by chance had the luxury and fortune to ever have a taste?
The
I
word is
don't even
completely
know what
foreign
it
to you.
is. I have no idea what this booze you speak of is.
Also, how old is Ravello?
What about Grog?
Because he's been you refer to him as boy, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
curious to how old is he?
I'm a
Because
dwarf.
otherwise I'm going to kick Grim.
I'm a dwarf. Unless they're an elf, they're younger than me.
Well, you
Uh,
can't know my age unless I tell you.
Yeah.
How young does he look?
He looks to be under adult age for a human, but nearing that sort of age. So, by your estimation, mid to late teens.
Go on and show him, man. We'll put some hair on his chest.
Absolutely. Do you happen to have a cup on you?
Do
In
you?
your sack, there isn't really a cup, but
I
there
hand
are.
him the cup from my my pack. My
Thank you very much.
yeah.
I go over to my kegs. I quickly look at both of them. Then
I'm
see what
looking over his
for,
shoulder curiously.
and I put the cup under the spout, pop the spout, fill it up a bit, cut it off. Here, have a taste of more Grim Rum Stout.
I
Rest in
grab the,
pieces.
I grab the cup and examine the liquid inside, and take a bit of a sip.
It tastes somewhat Sour. It's more of a full earthy ale taste.
It would be a deep, chocolatey stout.
Ah, yeah, that's why I said deep and earthy. That's how I see a stout.
Yeah. Very bitter
It's
too.
it's
It can be
interesting.
bitter.
It's not what I'm used to. It's not that good.
The
Oh,
more
it's
you drink,
cute.
the more you
And
like
Alex
it.
pats him on the head a little bit, like, aw. Even if he's taller, I don't care. She pats him on the head, like, aw.
Keep drinking, trust me, you'll come to love it.
Okay, just here, take this cup back. I hand you the cup.
That's almost insulting.
Not
I lean over.
everyone like
Can I?
booze,
Can I
Grim.
have a taste?
Glenn will look
Absolutely.
over at Grim and say, "Mind if I tap into it?"
Have a taste, you two. Have a taste.
Oh, I'll have more than a taste. Thank you very much, sir.
I basically down the whole cup.
Yes, same here.
In that
You're
case,
all-
once it's downed, I fill it back up, pass it to Glenn.
All
I
night.
take a little stumble and like just
All-
a smile
Hang on.
dawns on my face.
Hang on a
night,
moment.
baby. All night.
Chiron conjures this glowing beer stein. It looks like pewter, but it's shining. He fills them up and he points his finger at it, and it sort of chills, and you see little ice crystals form along the edge. This
Now
is good stuff, Grim.
that will come in handy. During the competition tonight, can you chill the glasses like that with each person?
I can.
Fantastic. Okay, let's set up
Oh,
shop,
God.
let's sell what we have, and see what we can get for it.
And watch, now we're going to be like, the kings of this place, but all we're going to have is like bones and like, fucking like tents and like, clothes off of people's backs, maybe like a whole army's worth of like swords and shields and shit like that. None of it we can really use, but we're just taking it.
Just got everyone pissed drunk.
Establishing capitalism in a tribal society. Yes, go on.
Start our own cargo cult.
Alex
Get a
just
bet-
lets them go and set up their stall, and she kind of turns to Ravello and goes like, my name is Alexandra, by the way. Nice to meet you. You are
Hi.
Ravello?
Yes, that is my name. Nice to meet you, Alexander.
Alexandra. but
Give me a
just
dex
Alex,
save
okay?
right quick.
By the way, Ravello, your people fight the Fang Faces a lot, right?
Yes.
And dex
I
save,
bet.
please, Ravello.
What?
Dex save.
Dex.
Oh, we didn't hear you.
Gotta get used to this freaking dice system. That's a D20, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. $13.
Alexander begins to try and pull away from you, but you're quick enough to grab the reins.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
Is he on a raptor?
Yes.
No, he's dismounted.
Okay.
Okay,
The
he's
raptor
next
was
to a
sort of
raptor.
being walked with him.
Yeah.
Did I hear you call your raptor Alexander?
Yes, that is my raptor's name.
How funny! And she tries to pet the raptor if she notices if that Ravello allows it.
Go ahead.
Ravello, I'm willing to bet that your people, your guards, leave behind the dust afterwards, don't they?
You know that the dust is often used to make elixirs that ward off the vampire's mind-controlling effects.
We use them as elixirs for stuff.
He's not very good at the language, is he?
I say he should
How
talk
would-
more.
How
We
would
say
your
that with like
guard-
somebody who talks in broken sentences.
How would your guard
Okay.
have access to those potions fairly regular for just a small fee?
Fucking Ferengi.
But I'd have to get back to you on that.
Fair enough. If you take up my offer, all you'll need to provide me is the dust.
Grim, you're making the poor boy feel very uncomfortable. Don't you notice that?
Alexandra, could you give me an animal handling check to try and pet Alexander?
Yeah, sure. That is 16.
The raptor is rather calm at the moment, mainly you assume due to its proximity between you being a druid and his sort of master and partner being totally allows you to pet it.
Okay. Yay, you got to pet a raptor.
As the stall gets set up, Morgrim starts barking. And by barking, I mean he's calling, "Come one, come all," to Morgrim's...
One come all to Morgrim stall?
yes.
Question.
Come one, come all to Morgrim's stall. Have a fantastic taste of an amazing brew that'll tickle your taste buds and thrill you.
Question, Morgrim. Does your sign have a... this is out of character. Is your sign separate letters, or is it one block of letters on your stall? Do you have a sign?
I would pretty much just be barking. I wouldn't have a proper sign at this moment.
Okay. I was going to say I could light it up.
We'll have to make a sign, especially since we now have two
Most of-
alchemists. First taste free, second a buy, and if you don't fancy that, we have elixirs and potions for you.
A few of them look over, and one or two do come over, and this will just be done by checks. Like, can't come up with this much dialogue on the fly. Mm-hmm. And they become somewhat interested. A few do accept you.
Can I roll a persuasion to
see how many more?
To try and increase the effectiveness?
Yep.
Yeah. Go right on ahead. It'll be with disadvantage, though.
Okay. Even with disadvantage, I still roll a 20 in total.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I rolled a 17 and a 16.
The greatest dwarf that ever lived.
Actually, no, it's higher. It's 21. 21 in total.
After the first two come over and have their free samples, the combination of your barking and their enjoyment of your beverages generates you quite a bit of... And you're within seconds just overwhelmed by people, some for me, sort of thing.
Now we wait until the night when the alcohol kicks in.
Exactly.
I want to see the tribal society that not only we've introduced capitalism, but also alcohol.
Alex wants to ask Ravello what Alexander exactly is, because they don't know how they're called, and she's quite curious to what they're called, because I want to call them raptors.
Ravello, your people call riding raptors that are specifically bred for this purpose sunblessed mounts.
Okay. They're sunblessed mounts.
Sunblessed mounts. Okay. And those that are outside in the wild? that attacked us.
Ravello, you know that there are way more than just one variety of raptor that is out there, out in the wild, that is hostile.
There are many species of raptors that are hostile that are out in the wild that are not specifically bred for mounting.
Okay, but you seem to call them a little bit under the global term of raptor?
It's a generalized statement.
Okay.
And as people start coming over, I start trying to haggle with each person. So should I just make one general roll and then you determine what that general roll is?
One general persuasion check, and it will be a D100 check.
D100? Okay. And that is didn't roll terrible, didn't roll fantastic either. It's going to be a 60. What's my modifier again? It's 5. So that would be a 63.
Very well. 63. You managed to turn in what you assume to be, and you can just write this as gold pieces, 900 silver pieces worth of barter items throughout the entire day.
Okay.
So if you want those 900 pieces, you're spending the rest of the day doing your barter.
Can Alex, after she kind of had a little bit of a talk with Ravello, take out her violin and just start making music and make a performance?
Okay, you're trying to get a little bit yourself for your performance?
Yeah.
Performance check, just on the D20.
Okay.
And just to make sure, that's effectively 8 hours of work, right?
Yeah.
21?
900 silver pieces in 8 hours.
Okay.
21?
Yep.
You are capable enough at your instrument that you make between barter items and other items, and again, just write this as GP, 6 platinum pieces worth of barter items.
How much?
6 platinum pieces.
Holy crap, okay.
So during all this, Weimar's just sort of leaning sort of in the shadows amongst Morgrim's goods with his hood up. He's very uncomfortable in this massive amount of people. He's just sort of got his staff on his shoulder.
You're right in the middle of the attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would Morgrim be able to notice this during his bartering?
That Weimar is uncomfortable.
Yep. And that he's not doing anything.
Are you making any attempt to hide the fact that you're not really doing anything?
I'm just sort of leaning in the shadows, relaxing or trying to relax, sort of swaying as if I'm in a rocking chair.
Okay.
I got my arms folded with my staff leaning against my shoulder.
Okay, so I'll take that as being passively stealthy. Passive stealth, shady, and passive oh wait, are you actively trying to figure out what Weimar is doing, or passively?
Well, I'm assuming that most of my attention's going towards
Okay, passive perception versus passive stealth.
So what is passive stealth?
It will be your stealth skill. Yep, your stealth bonus plus 10.
So 13.
Damn, 12. I'm too busy.
You don't really notice Weimar doing much of anything.
At the end of the day, I want Alex to, because it's 6 platinum and we're with 5 people, I want to give everybody of our little group 1 platinum.
Well,
before we get to that,
in-
is anyone else doing things during this 8-hour period?
yes, actually, I was gonna chime in on that.
Okay.
Glenn is going to have several glasses of the stout, but also try to make sure that he's not taking too much. And instead, after he gets to a point where he's working up a kind of a swimmy buzz, not a full on knockdown drag out sort of drunk. He's going to look around at everyone and pick a moment where everyone is kind of a little bit more distracted. He's going to cast Blessing of the Trickster on himself and invoke Duplicity and keep himself there. It looks like he's holding a stein, like he's drinking, all sorts of
Yeah.
And then he is going to very stealthily look around, make sure that try to avoid guard patrols and things like that, and see about making his way to the chief's building.
Oh boy.
Stealth check with whatever bonuses you get alongside for all that.
Actually, would I be able to change what Weimar was doing, or is that set in stone?
Because there were rolls and checks made on it, it is sort of set. But you can nominate the amount of time that you're doing this for.
Probably about an hour, and then I go looking for traders of another sort. Or no, I go
Okay.
up to Morgrim and say, would you be able to help me find an instrument or cartographer's tools?
By any chance, were either of those in the bartered goods?
No, they were really more mundane items, shell jewelry, various pieces of animal, claws and feathers, hides, that sort of thing.
Okay.
If he just wanted an instrument to perform with, Chiron would happily replace his dulcimer.
Remember,
Okay.
Chiron can just conjure one for you.
I didn't want to have to burden him
And
repeatedly
when
summoning.
Morgrim...
Takes
go
no
ahead.
trouble.
Okay.
When Morgrim's asked, he says, I'll help you later, lad. There's business to be done right now.
Very well. And I go back to leaning.
Okay.
23 on the stealth.
You knew I was going to ask you for that.
Ha.
Oh, yeah, I already asked you that before we went into... Yeah, you managed to slip past the guards without even being noticed. And when you enter the longhouse, the chief is actually looking right at you.
Now, hold on. Am I more than 120 feet away from where Morgrim had set up his stand?
I'd say more like 50 or 60 feet.
Okay, good. Because 120 feet is the range for my Invoke Duplicity.
Mhm.
And then before I enter the chamber, I'm going to real quick go boop, and disguise self to make myself look like one of the guards that I've already seen.
Mhm. And then you are going to enter?
Yes.
The chieftain looks at you and says, that is actually a pretty good disguise.
I know, right? And he'll boop, remove
good
the
eye.
disguise. And I'll go, look, it was all fun and games out there a little while ago. But I have questions. Questions that I couldn't put forth with all of the other faces around. And there's no one watching in here, is there?
No, there is just me and, well, sometimes a servant comes in and assists me.
Good.
I mostly live on my own.
Good. Now, you said something about us being chosen ones.
Mm-hmm.
Chosen by whom? And for what?
Ixalan, the one who sustains life. And for what? It is her will, not mine.
This isn't some sort of game that happens once every couple of eons, and you don't have any sort of prophecy with which that because you talked about how the other chosen have come here before.
Very rarely do they come. Usually only when the realm of Ixalan is under grave threat.
Ah, so
I've
there.
s-
Now we're getting somewhere. You said that they're brought here because of a great threat.
Yes,
I
Ixali
don't think of
must see
myself as
the.
much of a hero type, but I can always be encouraged to be one. I just need to know who I'm working for and for what. If the greater good is what it is, so be it. I'm not against good. However, I do have me own hide to look after.
Hmm.
So, with all of these people out here, they're getting all worked up and getting all amped for everything. What actually troubles this village?
There are several threats. Rising tension with the River Heralds, the Brazen Coalition raiding our shores, and by the fact that you've already met a few members of the Legion of Dusk, they need no introduction.
The Legion of Dusk is right out. They're nasties just on principle. They like to victimize people just because. So, in my book, that's fine. I can wage a campaign against them all day, every day. However, these other people that you're talking about, I have no quarrel with them. So, are you trying to make my cause your cause here? Because my cause is to get back home. I mean, one mark is just as good as the next, but in here, you seem a little bit more constrained than I usually like. I like the big cities, large groups of people. I mean, don't get me wrong, your village is quite large by way of comparison. No, it's not. But I'm a city life. You know what I mean? I'd like to get back to where I came from.
Then you'd want to go for where's Tanka? Unfortunately, it is closed off to any but whom the Sun Emperor personally decides is allowed to enter.
And the Sun Emperors, that's not you.
I've never even considered myself to be in line for the throne.
Oh, and it's not one of these factions that's plaguing your village.
No, I am a citizen of the Sun Empire. I rule this village in the Sun Emperor's name and by the will of Ixali.
All right, all right. Sounds like he's the person. He's the bloke that I need to talk to about getting out of here. So,
Good luck getting an attendance with him, even.
well, you are a servant of him, right? You can get an attendance. What say we help each other here? We'll help your village, and you get us an audience with the emperor.
I can already tell your type by the fact you came in here with a disguise. You intend to go to the Golden City to pillage it for every single valuable you can find.
Oh no! The Golden City can keep its gold, so long as they are not victimizing their people. No problem. My goddess is more along the lines of fairness. Not really fairness, even. More along the lines of fortune, whether it favors you or it disfavors you. If you are able to make your living and help people, so much the better. If you make your living but at other people's expense, then that's also a part of life as well. It
Then
all
your
comes
greatest
down.
enemy
It all
in
comes
this
down to
realm.
balance. Huh?
Yes. Then your greatest enemy in this realm would be the Brazen Coalition. They raid our shores, plunder our villages, and take anything that they see as of value, taking it off to their floating city in the sea.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, say if we go and raid this floating silly city of yours, would we be able to keep the spoils?
That is one of Talani's laws. Whoever is capable of claiming something has the right to possess it.
I like your Talani. I'll go and tell the blokes. Have fun. We'll definitely keep in touch.
Ixalan walk with you.
Wink at you. And Tamora bless your fortunes as well.
He gives a bow at that. Is Chiron doing anything particular during this time?
Chiron is I would imagine working in the stall, chilling beers and replacing potions, etc. Although he would have conjured an unseen servant to help him do it all.
Ooh.
So you're assisting and trying to sell a few of your potions on the side?
Yes.
Give me a D100 roll then.
Oh, please be good.
31.
One, very well. Just doing some capital. You make, in addition to what Morgrim has made, 210 silver pieces in bartered goods.
Alrighty then.
Ravella would like to do something.
Go for it.
By all means.
I walk up to this merchant stand and ask for a glass of this drink because you said that it gets better if you keep on drinking it. I ask for a glass.
He has corrupted the youth.
Like I said before, not only have we introduced capitalism to a tribal society, we've also introduced alcohol.
For you, since you're our guide, this will serve as payment for you. Pour him another pint, and make sure it's nice and chilled.
I do so. Here you go, son.
Thank you. I look through my bag to see if there's any form of value in it.
From what you can tell, your supplies, either you do not want to part with them or they are too important to your own tasks for you to part with. But there is a sort of small chunk of silver in the bottom of it.
Alex goes like, "You'll get part of the spoils I get. Just give it to him."
I reach into the bag, grab the silver, and hand it over.
Sanguine, plus 5 silver pieces in bartered goods.
Thank you greatly,
Plus 5
lad.
silver pieces in a chunk of silver.
Hey, silver is bartered goods. Guess you're gonna put her down?
I drink the whole thing in one foul swoop.
Constitution saving throw.
Morgrim laughs and cheers in Dwarven.
That's a 20, right?
Yeah, D20. Constitution saving throw.
D20 plus your
Alright.
Constitution modifier.
15.
You, within about 5 minutes of finishing off the ale, get a bit of a stomach ache.
Oh.
And a bit of a ringing headache, and the ringing headache is starting to get worse.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, poor boy.
Someone
I
get
do
the ladder
believe you've got
chair.
Bad influence on this boy.
Oh, a chair is even worse, man. If the room is spinning, don't sit.
It's not a room though, it's a town
Just lay
square.
down on the floor.
I don't feel so good. I'm gonna lie down on the floor.
Weimar
I
chunk of one of the big heaps of meat and puts it under his head like a pillow.
Oh god, you.
it's soft.
I see. You'll hear a nice story later about that will make you go even more ew.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh,
god.
Oh wait, did I tell you about the one-on-one? Interesting choices. Interesting.
Okay. Is everyone done with their sort of 8-hour period?
Yep,
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
after
that
the 8 hour
Ravel.
period, like I said, I kind of want to divide the spoil so everybody gets like 1 platinum worth
Yeah.
of whatever stuff that she got.
As the sun begins to, you guys are all really, and
you went a bit choppy
mission
there.
only completed. Glenn, the conversation you had with the chief only lasted about half an hour. If you want to do anything else,
He'll get back down to the group in much the same way. However, after that, he'll come back, look at his duplicate, look him over, he's go, I look good, and then he's gonna go back over to the to the post where they have the vampire chained.
And poke him.
Mhm.
I'm guessing by now it's after sunset, or
yeah, it's late in the day. If you chose to spend the rest of the 8 hours sort of, standing there drinking, partying, having fun.
well,
Watching
no,
your...
I was wanting to like right at near the sunset, just kind of sitting there, like just cross-legged, sitting in front of him as he's tied to a post, going like, "You picked a fight with the wrong person, mate."
He looks up at you and says, "I don't care."
Look, all right. I
He's
don't
looking
mean...
up through a backwards cloak, by the way.
Yeah, no, he's obviously all completely covered, even in the waning sunlight. It's like, look, I understand that there's some sort of reason you attacked us, right? Help me understand why.
It was my queen's wish that I target you.
Your
Target?
queen. What have we done to your queen?
You have come here and disturbed the land that she has claimed as her own.
Oh, we do a lot of disturbing. But is that hardly a crime? I mean, worthy of getting all munchy.
Come closer, I'll tell you.
Ah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You're lucky I don't have another use of my divine ability. I mean, I'd kind of like to try the other feature of it. It's called Destroy Undead. It sounds pretty interesting.
You dare try to intimidate my life? Well, I already know my life is forfeit. Even if I get away, my queen will slaughter me for failing her.
Well, think about it this way. You don't need to go back to your queen. Not at all. You're going to have a chance either later tonight or tomorrow, whichever one the chief decides. We're all going to have a little bit of fun with you. And if you are good enough, you can kill one of these people, and then you'd be set free. Obviously, you're not going to want to go back to your queen. So you can just kind of make it out on your own, right?
And be eaten alive by the creatures.
Well, that's the problem about rolling the dice, right? Especially if they're stacked against you.
Then I only have one request.
Yes?
End my life now.
Oh, but I can't do that. I gave my word to give you a sporting chance and my mercy. Am I not merciful to you right now?
Keeping me bound up.
Ah, but not for long. Like I said, you'll have a chance to fight for your freedom.
I'll have a chance to do the only thing members of the Legion who suffer such dishonor to be captured are capable of doing.
Well, that's where you renounce your vows and go your own way, right?
Either kill me or allow me to do the only thing that should restore me to any form of good light in the Queen's eyes.
Well, you'll have the chance when your hands are freed in the arena later. I mean, granted, I don't want that either. I kind of want the bloke that shot me in the neck with the blow dart to get a little bit of your toothy wrath there. I think that might be a good serving for him. But truth be told, I don't like either of you.
While you're talking, you realize that there's blood coming off of his chin, down his neck, from what you can see under the cloak.
Okay. Hold on. Don't move a muscle, right? I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna poke his foot. And give him a inflict wounds.
Oh.
Inflict wounds.
It does necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, you can actually heal the undead that way?
Yep. If we're going by old rules, I mean that's something about 5th edition.
It doesn't work that way in 5th ed, and the DM decides it does.
Yeah.
But this is homebrewed, so it's up to Eeyore.
That's what I said.
Hit is automatic. Roll damage.
Okay. It would be.
I have flashbacks of inflict wounds.
Inflict wounds is great. 3d10. 3d10 necrotic damage. Wow. 18.
You notice it doesn't really have an effect on him at all.
Look, you don't need to die right now. You can die later. I want you to bite the other bastard first. Right? Quit your bleeding. Nut up. No, I'm guessing he bit his tongue.
No, he's been slowly sort of grating his jaw off of the rest of his face.
Ah.
I'm going to remark here on the irony of casting inflict wounds on someone and then telling them to quit their bleeding.
Yeah.
It's very ironic.
Now quit your bleeding. I'll see you in the morning, or in the evening. Good luck.
Thumbs up.
And once it hits night, I'm going to try to run off with the blanking on name for a moment.
Does the chief have a daughter?
With Weimar. And
Weimar?
get him an instrument.
Or cartographer tools? Or
Cartographer and instrument.
You're easily able to find a rudimentary cartography set and something that is like a dulcimer, effectively as a dulcimer, but like I'm saying, different realm, yada yada yada.
Yep.
In total, those two items will cost 45 GP.
45. Can I use persuasion to haggle?
Go right on ahead.
Fantastic. Let's see.
Sanguine's getting too big for his britches with all these wonderful rolls.
And that is 19.
Like I said.
You haggle it down to 30.
Nice.
I lean
That's
into
why they end up calling them fat cats.
I lean into Grimar or Grim. I say, I'll pay you back as soon as possible.
I figure with you playing and you being able to sell maps, that's more than enough to pay us back. After all, I view us all as business partners. Wouldn't you agree?
Agreed. Although I'm not one for business. I just know what I know.
Okay.
Well, that's why you teamed up with Grim. I will handle all the business end. You do what you do.
It's coming up on 11 now, and I think we'll end it with the party going for a long rest again.
Okay.
So it's going to be the next night that the fight's going to happen?
That's what we'll open up with tomorrow.
Sweet.
Fantastic.
Well,
Or
not tomorrow, but
Next
Next
session.
game.
okay.
Or next game.
Unfortunately, Hoovian, you weren't involved in any of these combats, so your XP is nil. Let's see. Got to quickly calculate.
I'm still at 3741.
41, yeah. I'm just going to run this through my calculator real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
We're
run it through
currently
your
at 1100.
robot.
Maybe we should close and do the XP after.
We could do that.
580 experience each.
580. Okay, so it puts us at
1680.
no, it would be 1580. Oh, wait, no, it would be
No,
1680.
Yeah.
We have one person watching.
Yeah.
Hello, that one person. How you doing today? Enjoying the show?
All right, everyone. We've been D&D with Shitlords. It's got an extra long episode this time around. Definitely a lot of character interaction. So,
Takes me 2 hours to get in.
Hey. That's another dice
see you
roll.
next time. Next time should be the Ravenloft campaign, which is the conclusion of the Snex. And then continue on into Harakir, the horrors of Harakir. We'll see you guys next time.
Hashtag save Tiela.
Save Tiela.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.